This is Jesse the Body Ventura. It's the season now to look, smile, and love each other. And there at the Workers Club, you're doing just that. Times have been tough, no doubt about it. Tough on all of us. But you know what? So be it. The Workers Club. I love the name. The Workers Club. I love the name.
This is recording, but I don't see the ticker of the time.
Mine's going.
Okay. Man, mine's just been weird lately. It's the Workers Club with Larry and Gus and me.
Yeah.
Bros. How we doing, bros? Doing good?
Yeah.
Thanksgiving week.
Want a dark turkey. The wife's out shopping right now.
Ooh, for the food.
Last minute, I need some fresh herbs.
Ooh. Fresh herbs.
Oh, yeah.
You smoking those herbs, Larry? Is that what she's getting there?
It's for my award-winning stuffing.
Oh, shit. Now, okay, let me ask you about this, about stuffing. A lot of people, you got to put stuff in the stuffing. It's not just bread cubes, right? What are you putting in there? Putting celery? Putting onion? Putting mushrooms? Carrots?
The celery, onion, and butter you saute on their own, and then you add them in. I don't remember. I've used the same recipe for like 4 years now, but it's on my laptop. And then, a bunch of rosemary, thyme, marjoram.
Herbs.
I don't even know what that is.
Wow.
It's an herb.
Yeah.
All right. So we can expect her to come in at some point and go, I got your fucking shit.
But I keep the bread cubes like 2 inches. They're huge.
Oh, big bread cubes.
Yeah, I like the big bread
Oh, wow.
cubes.
Let them.
You don't like them toasty, you like them moist.
Oh, no,
You don't
I
like
make them toasty.
crunchy?
I
You make them
toasty,
crunchy,
so
a little
they're-
crunchy, a little...
But they're soft
crust.
on the inside.
Ah, yes, I like it. Gus, you like it moist on the inside?
Yeah, that's fine.
It's my new character, pervert Jiminy Glick. Let's see, where do we leave off?
We have an extracurriculars to get to.
One, it's
Oh,
the prelude
yeah.
to Bash at the Beach, but then I will say our listening numbers are way up under Blue Sky.
The engagement is real.
It must be.
Hey,
Should we bully them more?
the
Do they
Boston
like it
Globe
more?
tweeted about it. That people, or other people I've seen tweeted, Blue Skyed about it, that they get more people are engaging with their content than on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Is Ian Douglas on it yet? That's my one bugaboo.
Oh, look again. He wasn't as of last week.
Oh my god. What do you
He's got a
type? I never
brand.
even-
Yeah, see, here's wow, the Pro Wrestling Exuberant account. Highly recommend. We got to talk to these people. I highly recommend the book Kern Chronicles Volume 1 by Steve Kern and Ian Douglas. Blah, blah, blah. Here's my audio review.
Oh, I got excited, but it's not him.
No.
Yep, just this guy 9 days ago. I feel like the Pro Wrestling Exuberant guy would hate us. Because I don't think we're exuberant.
I'm just leading into the obnoxiousness of the Russo era that I am.
I was like, well,
Partly.
we should talk about that up front. You're an episode and a half in, right?
Yeah.
Here
And
now.
It's hot. It's hot right
It
now.
is hot. Yeah, it's sizzling. Glad that Lash LaRue was in the 32-man tournament for the World Heavyweight Championship.
I'm about giving people opportunities, bro.
advances.
I'm glad that Bam Bam does a job in 90 seconds. That's awesome.
Probably because he wasn't finding FaceTime with Vince. Don't you think?
They should be like paisans or two.
You think?
Is Bam Bam an Italian guy?
I don't know what Bigelow is, but he's from from Jersey.
When did Major Payne come out? Because if Major Payne came out,
I'll say 94.
Oh, it was definitely out before. Yeah,
so Vince saw that, right? Because you think you'd be like,
probably rented it out, and then sold DVD copies on his fucking disc store in Atlanta.
We can't keep this one on the shelves, bro. Bam Bam's in it.
The Wayans brothers, hand to God.
or maybe he doesn't like it for reasons. Now that I'm thinking about it, doesn't watch that kind of comedy.
Loves Blazing Saddles, though.
Yeah, yeah, he likes the one part. He likes the one specific line.
Bro, you couldn't do that today.
You don't think? What about I'm gonna get you, sucker? You think he likes that movie?
I think he likes any spoof movies. He
He
loves the scary movies.
Don't stop. Don't what Menace to Society. What was the full title of that one?
Oh yeah. Don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood.
Yeah, right. Yeah, God. You had the full one there.
I think I gotta give that a rewatch. That's been probably 20 years for me.
That was a favorite of ours, like 8th, 9th grade.
He definitely likes the scary movies, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Do you think when Sean was in one of those crappy ones, he reached out to Sean and was like, "Bro,
Oliver?
I've got some ideas."
Sean who?
No, Shawn Michaels was in one of those movies. He was in the superhero one.
That's not them. He was in like one of the mockbuster ones.
It's adjacent to though. I think it's like the dividends, like the people that made Scary Movie. I'm just guessing. I'm gonna look it up. Scary Movie. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna click the.
This is already a bad Google. I know it is. Just
first, I'm gonna type in Shawn Michaels.
Just let him do it. Let him do it.
I actually tried to watch that movie. The one where he's Yoda.
Now I gotta type in Shawn Michaels' filmography because his IMDb. Would you be shocked that his IMDb doesn't come up for Shawn Michaels?
There's got to be an option on IMDb to get rid of wrestling because it ruins everything.
Yeah. Did you know that he was in WrestleMania XIV?
I did. I knew about that entry.
Did you know he was in WWE SmackDown? 24 episodes?
No, none of these people. I mean, this is that Asylum studio that made this. It's called Avengers of Justice.
Okay, hold on.
The guy who lied about being a 9/11 is in it.
Farce Wars. Okay, director Jarrett Tarnell.
Yeah.
What else has he made? The Barrio Tales. What?
It's not the fucking Scary Movie people, all right?
I feel like. What about the producers? I'm going to be right about
that. Doesn't mean shit.
It's got all the same people. Simon Rex. I mean, it's got the same people.
Okay, give it up.
For real? No.
Give it up.
No. Where are the producers?
Yeah, where's our producer?
Sean Shanghani. Richard Dane Scott. Okay, he wrote this and produced it. What's Richard Dane Scott? Well, he looks cool. What's he got here?
Give it up.
Hold on, I'm only in 2008. No, he has nothing to do with it. Okay. Doesn't matter. I still stand by that. Vince Russo reached out and was like, Sean, I've got ideas. Ideas.
He doesn't, though. That's what's so odd. Why wouldn't he write something?
I just got done with the chapter Bitch Slap.
That's
his creative output. That's him with his, quote, creative juices flowing.
Oh, is that the one about the women's show?
The women's show he pitches direct
that's from
to
this
Direct
book?
TV. Yes, that's in here.
Oh, okay, good.
With the character bios. Yeah.
He's Disturbed, right?
Yeah. Oh, that's my note. Who's ready to crawl into Vince Russo's murky id?
Yeah.
All right. So we're
Cornette did a whole bit about that.
Yeah.
Is that for some reason like I think somebody must have taken a picture of it and put it on Reddit like 2 months ago. So it kind of resurfaced and was a thing for a minute.
Vince, I'm telling you, I was thinking about it while I was reading it. And I was like, for Vince trying to, he says, why don't I believe him when he writes like, I want to be totally honest and completely above board in this book and reveal everything. I'm always like, I don't believe you. I always because of all these books we read where the guy kind of is like, here, let me present how I want you to think of me. I'm a serious, almost like a Robert De Niro type. I take wrestling so seriously. But Vince Russo, then he writes, and I'm like, holy shit, this guy is more revealing than anybody we've ever read. You're really just right in his little wormy brain and his little thought process and how he interacts with people. I don't know. Do you think he's being revealed? This is him just going, this is who I am. Or do you think that he thinks he's coming off very kind of like cool and above it all?
Again, he will play a troll. So he's at least self-aware enough to know that. So it's possible. But I don't know.
He's that guy? You know you don't like me. But you're reading my book. He's that guy. Who read this book? Because he'll talk as if you're a person that hates him that's reading this book. I had no opinion on him. Now I'm not a fan. But he writes it as if it is people that don't actively dislike him. But I mean, imagine it would be fans that bought the books. They like him.
You would think that.
And who is that person that's like Vince Russo's good stuff?
Which is even sadder that the people who like you bought this and you're just wasting half the book gotten
Defending
by the
yourself.
people who don't like you.
Yes. Going, you don't understand.
And just present yourself. You don't need to like create this whole narrative of
Correct.
whatever he's trying to.
He's always on the defense. He's never standing by his written word and going, this is why it was good. He's always like, so what if it sucked? It's fake. Shut up. Leave me alone.
He's not a serious person.
I love that phrase so much. So good.
So we're at Bash at the Beach. And he says this is why he wrote the book. It's been 8 years. 8 very long 8 years. And the question people always ask him is, what really happened at Bash at the Beach? Let's see. And so he says, I'm going to take one of the most devastating nights of my life and use it to illustrate God's glory.
Oh my god.
Wait, what chapter are you on?
Chapter 27. Did we do this?
We didn't do 26.
Oh, we didn't even do Prelude? Oh,
No.
God. Oh, fucking hell. Okay,
Oh,
Prelude.
wait, no. I'm sorry. We did, because I'm seeing now it's Hazel Teen.
Yes,
and
he's
Big Jim.
in the fraternity.
I'm sorry.
Was this
I
American
apologize.
Jimmy?
Not that I want to do more Russo.
Just respect to Big Jim.
How
My
can I
kids
be-
don't work. Also, when I had a job, I didn't work at it.
How can I be racist if I'm friends with Hector?
Anyways, Bash at the Beach. Worst
So
time
he's
of his
gonna
life.
illustrate God's glory. I'm not gonna lie to you. I needed a hook to bring people to read this book. This is it. So he figures if this story, if somebody reads this book and they witness what God did to Vince Russo, then hey, mission accomplished. He's done his job as God's servant. So, before he tells my side of it, he would like to make this clear. I have no ill feelings, no hard feelings towards anyone involved. Nobody. I wrote, of course.
So that's your hook as not having any.
This is what I wrote. He's either dead inside, or he's dumb, or some combination, or he's just like this passive-aggressive guy with like this simmering, nasty volcano underneath.
Well, he's got the venom, remember? He's got...
Yeah.
All right, come on, Peanut.
He doesn't understand anything. He's like willfully ignorant.
That's
So
true. That is
he's
very
shocked.
true.
He's surprised by the outcome. Oh, he wasn't shocked. I'm sorry. He saw all of what was to happen at Bash at the Beach. He saw it a mile away. It all began after I wrote the script for my home. You know, off in his own little world, writing this script for Bash at the Beach. Of course, naturally, this is Vince, so I can't remember exactly the original script. But I believe in the match, Jeff Jarrett and Hulk Hogan somehow had Scott Steiner involved.
It's just
Either
still so
Hogan-
bizarre to me that someone's writing that down.
And he can't remember. This got dragged into court, and he's like, I don't remember. Scott Steiner was in there somewhere. He goes, either Hogan was carried out or he did the laying out. I'm not sure. If only it had been an incident. Well, what led to Jeff having to defend the title against Booker T? As I stated earlier in the book, Booker winning the title was something the entire booking committee agreed upon a week prior, simply because Booker deserved it. I was like, is he under oath right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Once the script was written, I sent it to John Laurinaitis. Johnny was to call Hulk and get his input. Johnny called me back and told me, send me the script. What?
Vince wants you to lay down for Booker.
Yeah. Johnny called me back and told me the Hulk hated the way the match was laid out. He hates it. How did he send it? Email? Email at that time? Or was
Probably
he
a fax.
FedExing it? Faxing it, yeah.
Knobs is sending the fax. Punching the 9 to dial out.
Hawk, tell Nick to hang up the phone.
At that point, I rewrote the script and implemented a Hulk Hogan King Kong finish. Hulk would clean house and get to Jarrett and Steiner, leaving bodies everywhere, but not leaving with the belt. I believe his actions got him DQ'd, but honestly, I don't remember the exact specifics. I was like, he can't remember the finish even? So he calls Johnny.
If you asked me to like remember random work stuff, I mean, probably even shit from this week, I would probably have a hard time recalling.
What about if you were sued about it?
I definitely wouldn't recall. Why would you?
Oh, that's true. That's
exactly why I'm making that statement on record right now.
He's purposely, he doesn't want to tie himself to anything, so he's like, can't remember if it was in pencil or typewritten. I don't remember. It's so foggy. It's true. He has legal papers about this. He's probably got to stand with whatever he said in the deposition.
Yeah.
So if he said at any point, I don't remember. He calls Johnny again, who called Hogan again. Johnny calls Vince back. Hulk loves it. Something Hulk later denied ever saying.
He was probably sarcastic as shit, and Johnny's just...
That's too dumb.
Let hear it. Tell Vince.
I love it, dude.
Oh, this is making me so hard. I'm gonna
So-
come on everyone.
Vince figures everybody's happy. He's going about his business backstage the day of Bash at the Beach. Eric Bischoff walks up to him and tells him that Hulk doesn't like the finish, and he's not going to do it. This is the first time Vince has heard of this.
What's he got against Ludwig?
Eric says, Hogan's in his trailer. You need to go talk to him. So I did. When I entered the trailer, it was the three of us. Hogan, Bischoff, Vince. Eric speaks up. I was told by Eric he and Hulk had discussed a different finish and that they'd called Brad Siegel and that he loved the finish but told them that they had to okay it with me first, which is very funny. This is true. You gotta do the proper chain, make him feel like a big boy.
Brad's just he's done.
I know. Hulk's calling him up. You can't do this, dude. The Tank Abbott guy wants me to lose.
Say no more.
Hulk, I know. How much are we paying you and how much are we paying Tank Abbott? What are we doing? What's your contract say?
How many T-shirts has Tank sold?
Hulk laid out the story. Again, he goes, this is 8 years ago. I can't remember the specifics. Oh, jeez. But he says there were two key elements that he does remember, and he'll never forget. He can't remember anything else, but these two stuck out. Hulk said, and he quotes, in quotation marks, "Let's do this as if it were a shoot." And then the second detail was Hulk walking out, winning the match, and becoming the new WCW champion. In my mind, I knew that couldn't happen. Because earlier in the booking committee, it was Booker's time. Vince is growing a backbone. He can't. He's thinking, he's not expressing this. He's like, doesn't Hulk Hogan know that the booking committee has decided on Booker T?
If that was true, why does Booker T lose to Canyon clean on this show? Now, maybe not clean, but he loses to Canyon he's pinned.
Guess you weren't expecting him to win the world title, bro.
It's for that Canyon challenge. It's Starcade. Canyon Booker T.
We got to start 6 months out.
You've been swerved, bro.
And then he'll come out as Mortis. That's if it was 2024, he would.
Well, yeah, it would be in the middle of the match, though. Like, yeah. And then, I think one of the Usos would, Did you see the New Day dressed up like some Dragon Ball cartoon?
I was slightly snarky for the first time on Blue Sky to someone who noted the storytelling components of their Dragon Ball Z outfits, and I just said, "Is it?" to what when they said it was cinema.
Now I gotta see this. Now I gotta type it in.
No, don't look at it.
It's not.
Don't look at it.
Hold on. Workers Club. There
Don't
we
do
are.
this.
No, I want to read what the reply was. I can't even look at the replies. This thing is broken because I'm not signed in on the.
I'll look at it. I'll look at it. Because there were two, and I don't remember.
I guess I could
which
use my
was
phone
which.
and not the. Let me close out Richard Dane Scott's IMDb page.
Okay. Oof. Kofi and Woods with the costume foreshadowing. This is peak visual storytelling. Hashtag WWE. Hashtag Dragon Ball. And I just said.
I would be nuked off of Blue Sky if I.
So I just said, "Is it?" And then I got a response.
Peak
If anything, it's mostly the teasing that gets me. Ooh. This reference is pretty blatant, but the fact we have no idea what will happen at the reunion, parentheses, heel turns, swerves, Big E return, just gets me amped to see what they're going to do. So he
I'm
took
typing reply. Yeah, I'm typing reply.
Just call him a bot. Just be
No.
like bot.
I'm excited that I like that you're excited about New Day in 2024.
Okay, I'll say it. And then the other one I was confusing it with, do we take the IC title off of Braun Breaker and give it to Sheamus at Survivor Series? Or stretch the feud to Mania to give Sheamus his big Mania moment? Your thoughts? And I said Sheamus in 2025.
And you use the proper spelling.
And then
Do we-
again, I got a good-natured reply. I say yes. Stretch
I
the
say
feud out
yes.
and give him his Mania moment in 2025. The only title he's never won at Mania. Historic.
Oh my god.
The whole time. I'm gonna reply to this too. Finally, I'll spell it like you too. Sheamus getting his flowers.
Oh, there you are.
Hall of Fame career.
Remember when that word used to mean something? I don't think it ever did in the wrestling
No.
context.
See, now these guys will listen and then they're going to hear this.
I was going to say, not once Vince's limo driver made the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. I mean, he deserved it for, taking care of
So,
things.
I'm trying to find my place here. I'm lost.
I don't know. Get through the Bash stuff.
Hold
I hate
on.
the Bash stuff.
Why do you hate the Bash stuff? Talk
It's
about
just, I've heard it so long.
Because you're drowned in it. I'm not drowned in it.
I was drowned in it in like 2003.
I wasn't drowned. I couldn't care then. Now I'm being subjected to it. So he goes. He has to stand by the committee's decision, and also he'd like to add he agrees with it wholeheartedly. I felt strongly that Booker needed to leave the building that night as WCW champion. At the time, in my view, the view of the committee was that was the best thing for the company and everyone involved. Why? Why was everybody like, this must happen?
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck. When would you ever make a title change like that? Like, just with no build up, decide he's the guy, but not like decide he's the guy in 5 months. Not
is the timeline off? I thought the thing was that they were trying to put a good face on the company for not being racist.
We've heard both, but still, why would the booking committee elevate a guy immediately? There's no reason to.
What if they were like,
it hurts him?
They were like, okay, let's put a good face on this. Prove we're not racist. Let's throw out some names, and then they just land on him.
Who else is it gonna be?
Well, that's what I mean. So did somebody
Conan?
have the guts? Yeah, to go Conan or Ray?
The
And they're
barbarian.
shrugging. Yeah, they go.
It's Asian American Pacific Heritage.
Where we got? And then somebody's going, we need to go black. And then somebody goes, Stevie Ray. And they go, no.
Virgil.
Who? Mike Jones.
Ice Train.
That's my guy. Don't fuck around.
You would have been in there pushing it. Going,
Hey.
I think Ice Train.
Absolutely. I would have pushed for Ice Train if I was in the room.
If they would have elevated Norman Smiley.
Norman Smiley puts his own hand up. Me? Get out of here. Yeah. So he goes, he's looking at Hogan, who says this, right? Let's do this as a shoot, which is music to Vince's ear, you'd think. What if it was real?
Tank Abbott comes down and it's Hogan Abbott.
I used his words. If you really want to do this as a shoot, how about this? And this is a quote again. This is Vince quoting himself. If you want this to look like a shoot, let's make it look like a shoot. Let's try this. I can't remember this night or leading up to it all, but I walk into the building tonight. I find out that Hulk Hogan is playing his creative control card and refuses to do the job to Jeff Jarrett. Now, if as a shoot this were the case, this is how Vince Russo would react. I would go to Jeff, who's my friend, tell him what's going on, then direct him to lay down for you in the middle of the ring the minute the bell rang. Being ringside, I would then tell you There, you have exactly what you want. Cover him and take your precious belt. Now you, not having many options, would cover Jarrett and take the belt, because that's what you really wanted. Then you'd leave. However, in order to work the boys in the back, making everybody believe this was a shoot, the story would have to go one step further. You would be so upset that I showed you up that you would go in the back, get Eric, your friend, and the two of you would leave the building in a huff. End quote.
Russo's mental, man. He's
If he really...
if I'm booking a show and I got a guy who's not playing ball, would I then tell my
Just
boy
ask him.
who I'm booking, just lay down for him? That's not what I would tell him to do. So that's not a shoot.
But are you
You're
sure?
Ricky Starks him. You sign that extension, you make him sit home for 2 years.
Yeah.
Say this really happened, because he's quoting it. He really was standing in the trailer or whatever, and he was and Hulk Hogan's like, I don't like the finish. I want to go over. This is how I see it going down. And then he says all of that to you, where he's like, and then I go get Jeff Jarrett, and then I tell you that he's going to lay down, and then we show you, and you're doing this. Would you be like you start glazing over, like,
Well,
what's happening?
I don't think Hogan would know a good idea. Hogan thinks his way is a good idea, so I don't think I don't know. He's probably just spun. That
You think his
Russo
fingers
has
are
talked
tinted?
around him.
Are his fingers tinted and he's just listening carefully, like following? Mm-hmm.
It's a possibility
Mm-hmm.
because he really doesn't know what he thinks yet. He hasn't caught up.
Yeah, he's gonna ask Eric when Vince leaves.
Yeah.
Wait, what happened? What are we doing tonight? Did you catch that? Vince explains to Hulk that the vital part of this story, it must be that Hulk and Eric leave.
Eric's in a blazer with jeans, right?
Mm-hmm.
Backstage.
No, they're in a trailer, separate, not backstage. They are in a. You have to go outside the building, walk across pavement, up those tiny stairs.
What are they watching?
Such a weird
on TV?
thing to tie your entire creative career to Hulk Hogan.
He must think he's cool.
Yeah, I don't.
He must like him
As a time in Minnesota, won him over.
No, it is. But he also likes Jason Hervey, which I can't speak about one way or the other. But I can't imagine liking the guy from Wonder Years, elder brother. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's cool.
He got Missy Hyatt in 1990. Must be pretty cool. I don't know.
Maybe he just has a big old dick that he's flopping around. He's
What?
got that big dick energy. Jason Hervey.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, the stuffing came, didn't it? Here's your shit.
1 second.
W pulled Ricky from all of his future GCW appearances.
Good lord. He's getting punished for that interview, huh?
Fuck yeah, he is.
What's the problem? Who's in charge here? I mean, make the guy work. You can't. What's
That he's
going
leaving.
on?
He came out and he was like, I'm going to leave. And they're like, okay.
Give him a reason to stay. I mean, now it's just petulant. No, I mean,
No, you gotta make an example.
it really speaks to having a lack of confidence in being able to do that. You know what I mean?
What, to properly build him up?
Heat him up, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Ricky's been he's been heat up, cooled off. He kind of always stays at, which is fine to have a guy at a
That
certain
Edge
level.
promo.
Oh, he got neutered. That was brutal.
And that's why do you think? And I was thinking about that today because Matt Cardone I saw tweeted, some silliness just to poke and say oh no, Edge, you look bad. He said that Edge was the one that looked bad. Do you think Edge was genuinely annoyed by Ricky Starks in that moment to snap at him like that?
Yeah.
I think he was. I think Ricky was being unprofessional, and
I don't remember what he said. See, that's the problem. I just remember what Edge said, and I kind of thought at the time, oh, he's doing the Rock thing. That's been so played out.
I mean, it's not a good idea either way because it doesn't. It just, you know what I mean. Going that, shooty stuff.
What did he say? What did Ricky say? Does anyone remember?
I don't remember now. You're gonna make me look this up, and I will. But Ricky Stark's Edge promo. Adam Copeland's weird exchange with Ricky Starks.
I don't know. I watched it.
Oh, it's Brian and Vinny talking about it.
I watched it. It kind of came like Ricky was just going, hey, I'm going to bring it. These AEW guys always bringing it to these ex-WWE guys, and then the WWE guys get very touchy.
Yeah.
And I remember feeling the vibe as the Edge. I was kind of cringy on Edge's side to be like, oh, yeah, well, oh, yeah. Oh.
They both looked like assholes for sure.
Okay, I got it here. I don't...
Don't look at me like that with those bug eyes, sir. I'm talking to this guy. Your stupid silk slacks, dumbass. Yeah, well.
Silk slacks?
Sadly, you didn't take style from the other place, but either way. And you took it from The Rock. Either way. Can't help that you're a midget version of that, but shut your mouth and talk to him instead of me, kid. Know your role. Wow. That really sent me over the edge. Either way, Brian. Oh, dude. Either way.
Yeah, cool. Very cool guys.
Yeah.
He's there to mentor the young talent.
Yeah, I know. What is Edge do? Like, why is he so mad about that?
Call him. I mean, he is bug-eyed, but like that's going in really hot. Like, if you didn't talk about that, like,
it's bug-eye. He bugs his eyes out.
Yeah, but I don't think he does it on purpose.
Yeah, he's naturally pretty fucking homely. I mean,
yeah, it's a little touchy. It's like the B word.
He's halfway to Rocky Dennis. I mean, if you look at his facial structure.
Nice silk slacks.
Yeah, what was that old man phrase?
That was kind of funny because it didn't make any sense. Like, it's just like,
okay.
But then he got like, as soon as he stumbled over his words, though, it's like, you're a clown. Like, I can't.
Oh, dude, when he's like, you're a vanilla midget. Oh, to throw that's his go. Which should tell you you're wrong right there because they were just raked over the coals for those comments.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And what is also you didn't take your stuff from the other place, or you took your stuff from the other place?
Ricky didn't learn anything from the whole fucking punk bullshit. Like,
Adam Page is like, don't do it. They don't like that. They aren't equipped.
If you're gonna be a pain in the ass, like, there's consequences to that. Like, there's a million other people that.
You got to be good enough to be able to do it.
Yeah, and he's not there.
If I'm Bryan Danielson, I'm insulted because this guy, I'm trying to lift this guy up with Punk, and both of them were kind of giving Ricky their like seal of approval. Yeah. Edge is in here going, he's disrespecting me. He calls him a kid, like he's 100 years old.
Ricky's 39.
Yeah. Talk to him, kid. Okay. Go have the greatest match in the world. What was it? The greatest match in history?
In the gym?
Yeah.
With no fans?
You were in Stu's basement, not me, man. Don't take it out on me.
He wasn't in the basement.
He wasn't in the dungeon?
I think he was in it when it was just the Hart Boys had a ring somewhere.
It's just Bruce. It's just Bruce. Yeah. You're lucky that this isn't back when Stu was running it. You'd be sipping on some homemade brew right now. Let me tell you. You guys don't know how bad it can get. Look at his lips. Let's see. So we quote, okay. Because he says why it's so important that Eric and Hulk have to be out of the building. Because now Vince is a professional writer and he's working from a point of logic. Everything has to make sense. And if he's going to go out to the ring later and cut a scathing, my exact word, promo on him, saying that Hogan can keep his belt because the belt didn't mean anything, there would be a real championship match tonight, and it would be between Booker T and Jeff Jarrett for the real WCW title. I made it clear to both Eric and Hogan that them leaving the building was crucial.
These poor people who bought this show based on like the advertised match card, like,
what is he talking about? If you're in the,
because they would come down and beat him up.
Russo doesn't know life is real and wrestling is fake. You could tell people that Hawk left the building. He doesn't have to leave the building.
You're right, but you're trying to also trick the boys. Why?
That's
not on camera. He does. He says earlier, if the boys are going to believe it, you have to leave.
Okay,
because you're so mad.
I mean, that never.
But also,
worked,
that's not in front of the camera. Why would you? Who cares? Why are you worried about?
Tell Meltzer.
I know you're worried about Chris Jericho murmuring to Meltzer. Well, I mean, Hogan was watching. You can't be that mad.
Yeah,
and then Dave what does Dave care? Oh my God!
Chavo's gonna call Wade Keller.
You guys are getting worked. Are there really wrestlers that still call Dave and they're like, "You're never gonna believe it, but it was a work"? He's like, "Yeah, I know. I'm aware." What's happening?
Many people call Dave these days.
You know what? One of my funnest little dirt sheet factoids is that they claim Wade Keller always did negative Jericho pieces because he was friends with Waltman because they're Minnesota guys, and Waltman was one of his sources.
Oh, that's funny.
And he didn't like Jericho.
God gave him the seal of approval. Gave him his whole career. Jericho would hate that. You know, your whole career is because of Sean Waltman giving you the seal of approval. Wade Keller. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Not a fan. So he lays this out to Hulk. Eric's standing there. I don't like this. Vince does he must have. This is him doing what people have done to him in other books. Hulk with Eric there looked at me wide-eyed. Oh.
Brett had the most. Brett had people's facial expressions changing by the second.
Yeah. Yep. I watched. He's watching their cheek. I like it.
Okay.
Sit down, Carrie. Let's
carry
do this.
on.
Carrie, sit down. Oh, I thought she said carry on as in she's coming on. Like Carrie's on.
No.
Okay.
Keep going.
Then Hulk goes, yeah. And then I could have one belt. And Booker could have the other. And we could go from there.
Separate but equal, man. I dig it.
So I like that. He's basically going, okay, so the wrestling result of this would be we have 2 belts and then we fight. We have a program and whoever comes out. And he's thinking it'll be me. But we'll have a program where we'll go after the one title. Right? But Vince, he can't even get that far because he's like, I don't even know. I was only concerned about this night. I just say to Hulk, we'll figure it out. We'll talk about where we go. I'll call you tomorrow. He doesn't agree to anything. He's just like, I don't know.
Time gives you, it increases your leverage.
So then he finds Jeff Jarrett, and even though he said that he would tell Jarrett if it was a shoot what's really going on. He says here, I completely worked him. Why? Why? What does this do?
I don't.
I told him that Hulk didn't want to do the job, and for him, and he needed to just go out there and lay down for Hogan. Jeff was furious. I'd never seen him so mad. It was tough working Jeff, my friend. But keep in mind that Hulk, Eric, and myself had all agreed that we're going to work the boys. Why? Why is that a part of it?
Yeah.
Because it's going to have to come off as real as possible. They really think they're going to bump a ratings point because the word got out on the internet that it was real.
Yeah, and then what? Hulk's got to show up with like a gun or like a legal injunction? Like, what's the payoff to that?
It becomes a courtroom drama. We've taken the WCW Nitro cameras into the court with
Dick Wolf.
Watch Vince's deposition for 2 hours.
I like where you're going here.
People would be. I definitely would have gotten a message about it back then. Like, it's just him on camera answering questions from a lawyer.
See, this is my idea to make a truly sports-based presentation. Is that there shouldn't be run-ins. I mean, you don't have other teams running in the NFL.
The commission would take away your license.
Yeah, right. Boxing, Tyson.
A fan comes down in the ring and is like, I just scored a goal, 2 points for us. That was me.
So if somebody did, and like in the NFL, sometimes you got to go meet with the commissioner.
Yeah, of course.
You see
that conversation
explaining to Tony why he did, why Hangman had to run into a swerve match, and it's just to sit down. You know what I mean? His meeting with the commissioner,
the powers that be.
Yes,
correct. Yes.
I would enjoy that, but I'm.
Oh, so you want Tony Khan on camera more?
It's my prestige wrestling promotion.
Fucking. Did you guys ever watch Heels?
No, I didn't even like the preview.
It's so fucking bad.
As soon as I heard an indie promotion writing scripts.
Dude, he's on a computer like fucking writing the script.
I mean, we say that, but Al Snow's doing it. But still, it's as goofy when he does it as they do it.
I'd be so embarrassed to sit down and write a script for this, to be like.
That, you do it on a napkin, man. You got it scribbled down on a piece of paper.
And everyone gives Tony Khan stuff for having the thing that's just paper where he folds out the timeline and he's like, there. Yeah. Come on. He's doing it right. He's not writing a script.
You need to bring in like agile methodology and like Gantt charts.
Pyro and ballyhoo. Interior. Backstage. Night.
A limo pulls up.
A limo. A sleek, muscular man.
3 Jewish-looking attorneys get out with Sid.
Yeah, a tall mountain of a man. That man, Sid Vicious, late 30s.
Perm.
And then you have like Sid getting called to the stand.
Yeah. Sid, parentheses, seething.
Sid was very funny doing those legal promos when he would like start to go crazy, and then the lawyer would whisper in his ear.
You watching these nitros? Like Sid is my favorite part. Like he just kills it with everything.
Yeah.
He will be missed. Rest in power. Do people say that anymore? Is that still a thing? Rest in power? Or is it back to peace? So he's working Jeff Jarrett, and he feels bad about it. So the match went down just like the three of us discussed. Jeff wasn't in on anything. Do we really believe this? By the way, do we believe that Jeff Jarrett really did not know anything?
That's been everyone agrees with that.
So he in the ring on this match is reacting as if it were real.
No. Russo told him beforehand to lay down for him.
Yeah, but when he's yelling at Hogan...
He just doesn't know that Russo and Hogan have now agreed to this. He thinks it's still being done with vitriol.
Right, but if you're looking across the ring from Hogan, doesn't Hogan say anything to you?
I know,
or
that's why
the way
this
he's
is also
behaving?
stupid. And it's... I don't know. There are people... There are like wrestling shoots that I don't understand still. Like, let's think about the Spider Woman versus Wendy Richter, right? You know what I'm talking about, Wilson?
Yeah, yes.
A masked woman was there. She didn't know it was Moolah, and she pinned her. Did she not see her before the match?
She's got her mask on. You could be like,
Backstage?
that woman shaped like... Well, no, she's dressed normally, and then she went and really got dressed up, and then she was just like, oh, Moolah must be going to the bathroom.
That's what I never understood. It's like you're in the ring with this person. You don't understand. That's fucking Moolah.
You're like, that's a Moolah-shaped woman.
There's only like 4 women wrestlers in the country right now. And not Sherry.
You have touched this woman before. You know what she feels like. You have felt her.
She's doing the same kind of... You know how she would walk around the ring? Like, she's doing that thing. Like, wow, she moves just like that old woman.
It's just... I don't know. I don't... It's a symptom of the business and this lying fucking bullshit that...
Even if Vince were to say, well, guess what? That was actually a work. I've double worked you. I'd be like, this is still, what are we doing? Why are we doing the Russian doll work shoot thing?
Oh, man.
Who is this for?
What are you aiming to accomplish? What is the desired outcome of these actions?
Mm-hmm. Side thing, Russian doll. Okay. I was at an antique store I'd never been to before, a wonderful place. And they had a Russian nesting doll, and it was every Russian leader back to Lenin.
Wow.
Yeah.
You get it?
It was like 35. I might go back and
get it. Putin? Where did it start from?
Boris Yeltsin.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Damn. If it goes all the way to
that's
Putin,
why I looked at it. That's why I picked it up. I'm like, oh man, Boris Yeltsin in a wooden form.
Yeah.
Okay. But what if he had been smaller inside of all the other, and then Putin? You would have bought it if it started with Putin, right? He's the giant one, but then you got...
No, I wouldn't have picked it up if it was Putin. I like Boris. I'm
a
Boris Yeltsin
guy. What if you don't want to see who's underneath Putin?
But see, I didn't know it was a nesting doll. I picked it up. I literally just thought it was a head of Boris Yeltsin. And the wife was like, no, unscrew it. And then it blew my mind.
I'm picturing a little body
for him. No. And, just
and
like
you take the head off. And
it's kind of... It's at like the tie level. Where you split.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Because if I'm seeing a Putin person, with a seam, I'm going, okay, what's inside? What do we got in here?
Yeah.
Did the person that owned the store go, don't touch, stop touching that, stop, put that back?
I would have felt that way if they could see us, but it was a multi-roomed house setup.
Oh yeah.
Do they have their really creaky floors?
Did it smell like shit, like all the other antique stores in this world?
No, it's a very rustic, but upper class little like town center.
Okay.
So everything is kept period specific to like the late 1800s.
Love antique stores. Love old bookstores. Would rather do without the taste of copper in my mouth, of sucking on a penny, just the dank air. Can we do something about it? Can we put a fan up? Can we put an air Febreze thing in a plug? Anything. Why do I gotta smell like shit afterwards? It makes you want to be there less because you're like, this smells old. This smells bad. And the copper taste. Am I alone or am I just having a stroke when I go into these places? You know what I'm talking about?
I probably have a dulled sense of smell, so I don't...
I've never particularly felt a copper scent. It's been a minute.
Listen, Goodwills and stuff like that, those have a definite funk to me. But not so much antique stores.
Maybe everybody. Or maybe it's just my state.
Yeah.
There's a problem. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm wandering around the restaurants and they're like, "Fuck, this dude smells like wet newspaper." Okay, so okay. The match happens, and then Vince does this. Just an aside. This is stupid. If you remember my character in WCW, every time I went out in front of the people, I always wore a New York jersey. Well, if you remember that night, I wore a San Francisco Giants jersey. Something totally out of character for me.
Reddit would have liked.
Dude, guy was ahead of his time.
Yeah.
God, I fucking hate this.
He's a Black Goku visual cinema.
This is that. Find a picture of it and post and reply to that guy and go, this.
No, but you know what those people, the cinema people, would really have a field day with is like the 1998 Undertaker Kane Austin storyline.
Oh, goodness.
I don't like it. I didn't like it then. I didn't like anybody I liked feuding with Undertaker and Kane. I hated it. What was
the Kane horror movie? They would have. Oh my God, they would have. That would have Nicole, like, if the bloodline ended in like an actual movie. They would like they would not. It would be tears in the streets.
Could you imagine?
Katie Vick. They would have probably been into it. I had a bully treat me like this once. What? I can't. Oh, fucking hell. Man, Gus, you got me on that one. The Dragon Ball Z or Larry or whatever. I don't like that he is. Is this real? Does he really think that this? Like, is he really this deep on his own?
I'm punching down.
Is who really this deep?
Vince Russo, where he's like, "I'll wear
about this jersey thing."
That's just what he's wearing.
No, I know. I mean, but I remember this explanation. He was saying it at the time too, so it means something to him. I don't fucking know.
Or, hold on.
I mean, for a guy who, again, is always so aware of the internet, but claims he doesn't book for it, who the fuck else would know that him wearing a Giants jersey means anything?
Does he think, as he said on a Yahoo chat at some point, go Giants? That those three people are watching and they're like, oh shit, guys. He's not in character anymore.
I'm trying to think of what my Giants jersey would be. Where it's like, oh, he's shooting.
Ooh.
Be Vince Russo. Russo's name on the back. Number 69.
No, like in terms of like that's evil. Like I'm.
Oh,
mine would be a Michigan jersey. Even though I'm from Ohio.
Oh, where they know that you're shooting?
Yeah.
See, most of my teams embarrass themselves, so it's hard to like.
Yeah.
I don't. A t-shirt, a regular t-shirt for me.
You have an attachment issue.
I also
allow yourself to enjoy things like sports people.
God, what if the thing I like gets canceled? Can't wear the shirt anymore.
God, you ever get like those shitty like in-laws gifts? Like where the in-laws just get crap, like, oh, I guess.
I think they're going to listen. No.
Mine are the best.
Oh, man.
Yeah, total opposite.
Oh,
the most practical, useful things. De-icer for the car, Ryobi tools, just like...
Yeah.
Sawhorses. Shit I could use.
That's nice.
Yeah, but anyways.
No, I don't think I've had anything too bad.
I got a few like Games of Thrones hoodies, and it's like even at the peak, I would like.
I did get fucked over today by mom-in-law. She wanted a list. She wanted some ideas for the wife. Fair enough. So did I. So I had the wife give me a list. Etsy shit, Amazon links. So I sent mom the list. Mom texted me back like half hour later. Okay, I bought them all.
Oh, that's damn.
Like, oh.
I didn't have to say what else.
I'm glad she did, but yeah.
I just feel like tariffs. I need some other links.
My in-laws got me once a giant novelty flask, so I don't know what that says about me, what they thought.
Isn't the whole point of a flask to be discreet?
This was like the size of a book.
What's the point? Like, just bring the bottle.
I guess I put it in a book bag, and I'm like, there, it's concealed. It's also, what would that be? 175 milliliters. Let's see.
That's fun. Yeah.
I had to do the, oh, that's nice. I don't drink that much. Settle down. I keep going back to Jeff getting work. Hold on. Okay, so my other point to that thing with him with the Giants jersey is I thought this was all on the fly. So did he have a jersey on hand?
Yeah, you never know if the Venom's coming out.
He's
that
like,
day.
oh man, finally the shoot I've been waiting for, and he pulls the Giants out of his duffel, and he goes, finally, I'm going to be myself on the show.
What do you think Clark Kent keeps in his briefcase?
He pulls the New York Yankees jersey underneath the Giants jersey.
Go to Dick's that day and get a Willie McCovey jersey.
You've been wearing two jerseys the whole time?
Wouldn't it be his boy Will Clark?
Oh, he's Bonds.
I know.
He's Bonds. He loves Bonds. How can he be racist? He loves Barry Bonds.
Bro, we've all sinned. It's okay that he did steroids. We got a whole chapter about it.
What a stupid fucking... I can't imagine sitting across and having a conversation with him.
Baseball is more important.
Well, the next day, everybody was talking about it, and everybody was believing it. It was incredible. Even I didn't think the boys could be worked like that. So he pulls Jeff.
I just don't remember any honest intrigue. It just, I don't know. It didn't turn anything around.
Even if you're intrigued, you read about it, you go, oh, okay, but it's wrestling, so it's gonna have to be fake. And like at the end, they're still gonna do a fake match. Moving on, like what? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, if we hadn't seen Russo before, it would be shocking.
Yeah, too. Yes.
Yeah.
It's another Vince Russo stunt. Okay.
He said shit.
This is where I'm like, when I was talking about, did Jeff really go in there going, oh, okay, this is a shoot? Because he goes, I told Jeff aside, I told him the real deal. And then he goes, Jeff acted like, what does he say? Jeff took it in stride and didn't seem shocked.
He read about it on Meltzer's site.
Yeah, what this guy's going to say. You got me.
Mark Madden told him.
Jeff!
Oh. He's working you.
Giants.
Can you believe Hogan wouldn't lay down for me?
Giants jersey.
You didn't see Vince's jersey? Imagine saying that to somebody. Dave, did you see Vince's jersey? Yeah, I believe it was Giants, right? Yeah, you know what that means, don't you? He likes the Giants? It's a shoot.
To box each other for 90 seconds at a time.
So If Vince made a single mistake this entire incident, this is what it was. I never called Hogan back the next day like I said I would. Yeah. What? Why?
I'm picturing Hulk like 10:45 the next night. Like
he's got the coffee on.
Yeah, like,
staring at the phone.
The amount of times that we've read in the different
what time is it? 9 hour ahead.
Pacing back and forth next to the pool with his coffee.
Dude. People not calling when they should just call and get a hold of someone is crazy how much it pops up. It's why a lot of these books stories hinge on just somebody not calling or somebody not picking up the.
Isn't it just human relations though? Everything that's a problem is communication, right?
I'm still amazed that Steve Kern flew down to the Dominican Republic on nothing but a name.
It doesn't. Yeah,
and he stood there for a day and a half.
Al will tell you the amount of information that's given to a person is not enough. It's not enough. Shoot. He's like, so Hogan. He tells Hogan, "We're gonna make it like it's real. I'll call you tomorrow to flesh it all out." And then he's like, "I didn't call him." And why? Because we were at Nitro.
And he didn't plan to be there.
Well, then I'm like, okay. And then goes, I had no idea where to go with the story. That's his whole fucking job. He had a whole night and a day to think about it. And also to call Hogan and talk about it.
Yes.
I just didn't have time to think it through.
That's what you get paid for.
So it goes,
you have all the time to think it through.
What if I called him and I didn't know what to say? What am I supposed to say? I don't got an idea? I'm the writer.
Come on, a half hour alone, you could think of 6 months on where to go.
Doesn't he have a committee, or is this not yet? The committee's not. Yeah, he has a committee.
We already talked. We're doing Canyon versus Booker T.
You have to call the committee into assembly. Yeah. You can't just do it on a whim.
Who's on the committee?
I can't remember.
JJ Dillon,
Disco. That's one. Ed.
Bob Mold from Husker Du.
Yep.
Mike Bradley's under it.
Okay, hold on.
Ferrara's a road agent.
He's not in the booking committee?
No, remember he's buried by Russo.
Is Terry Taylor in there?
No, he's in. I don't know if he made so many fucking jumps. I don't know when he's where.
Okay, so we have JJ Dillon possibly in there.
Johnny Ace,
Bob Mold.
Playing his songs.
Disco Inferno.
Taking steroids. I told you that story.
Yes. Isn't somebody like a Kevin Sullivan or a Dutch Mantel or somebody like that in there? I feel like he's mentioned
Sullivan's
somebody
always
like that.
around.
Okay, he's lurking around.
Brad Siegel's just trying to do his fucking day job.
He's on speakerphone, being brought in for this.
I want this team so bad. Like, just...
I see Siegel as a tennis ball guy around the office with his Yankees hat on.
Oh, yeah.
He's just throwing it off the walls.
It's an afternoon game. He's out of the office. He's there. He's watching. I tell you... Oh, is it embarrassing? Is Vince saying it's embarrassing for him to go in front of the booking committee and go, main event title, don't have any ideas, empty. Booker T was the plan. Now Hogan has a belt. I'm blanking here. Someone jump in, save me, please, drowning.
What if Hogan comes back and fights Booker T?
I know. The thing Hogan said before he left. Why is he at? What's that? Why is he not going to that? Did I miss a pick? Because he goes.
Oh, Huckleberry's gonna shoot on him. He doesn't know Booker's intentions.
If it were real.
Booker told him he was going to come for him, and he to deliver on that promise.
If it were real. Does Vince know about Booker
Maybe that's
T's...
why Hogan thought he had license to use the word.
Yeah, because he...
Oh, yeah.
Booker enabled him.
He was like, "Are you from Tampa, bro?" What we used to say.
You're down on the docks.
So Vince says after this, "I just didn't call him. My bad."
Fucking turd.
Yeah, I know, right? So he goes back to the office and he meets with Brad Siegel and he tells him what happens. And he tells Brad that he had not called Hulk back yet because he didn't know what to tell him. I'm not sure where to go with this. And I wrote, Brad loves this hire. As the guy he hired to be director of creative is going, I don't know what we're doing, so I didn't call the top guy. And I told him I would, just letting you know so we're on the same page. He's going, worth every penny. Nice!
That's the worst thing. Like, when you hire somebody or you've got someone underneath you, the last thing you want is them creating issues that require your attention.
Dude. Brad told me that financially we just couldn't afford to use Hulk Hogan right now, so I should just think about going on with this story without him. He probably said it like this. He's got some date, like we pay him per whatever. If we can get out of those, yeah, that'll work for us. Don't worry about it too much. Like, this will work out in the end. It's like he's patting him on the head. Don't worry, you're actually saving us money. It'll be all right.
He's looking tight.
I never. So
he sounds like a nice guy to work for. Now the way you put it.
He's hat on. He's like, I don't
man. You're doing us a favor.
So I never called Hulk back. He never does. If it were today, I would have. At the time,
You know that massive fuck up I made?
yeah. Looking back, I would not do that.
I would have, made the other binary choice in that situation.
Growth. It's growth. But at the time, he just didn't think it was his place. Was it a cop-out? Is it? Maybe. The truth is, I was probably on the verge of a nervous breakdown. And then he says, "You all know the rest of the story." And to me, I didn't really know too much of the story. I don't pay attention to that. I was out. I definitely wasn't watching WCW if I was watching anything. What we're saying, Larry, is that Vince goes, well, you all know the rest of the story. And I'm saying, from what source? Because I wasn't clued in, checked in. And he doesn't like the dirt sheets, so what's the rest of the story? The suit, the most thing people would want to know about that they didn't see on TV? The lawsuit?
These are all valid questions.
A few days later, I was hit with the defamation of character lawsuit by Hogan. I have my theories on why Hulk reacted this way, but again, these are just my theories. I think...
named his character.
Vince thinks two things happened with Hogan. One, I didn't call him like I said I would, which deeply upset him. Hogan gets litigious. You said you'd fucking call me.
Verbal contract.
How to sue your ass. Number two, I can only imagine his feelings when he went on the internet the following day. This guy's so fucking stupid. Does he really think Hogan hopped onto the internet the next day?
Hey, Bubba, what are they saying about me on there?
Fucking staring at a computer screen as he logs into AOL.
Nick Teeny, what's the net saying?
Fucking
What's DVD VR saying about me?
Do they even have a key word for WCW that pulled something up?
Brother, get on rec.sport.pro wrestling right now.
Vince wore a San Francisco Giants shirt when it came out. Oh shit!
They would have been on
What's
it.
Sushi X got, man?
Probably shot on me. That's a shooting jersey. It's not even that he goes on the internet and hears about what he said. It's because Hogan would get mad when he'd seen firsthand how the fans had bought the work hook, line, and sinker.
This is just the dumbest shit.
God.
Oh my god, they
That's
believe
such a
it.
Russo saying.
Hook, line, and sinker. Sinker.
Yeah, these are hard sinker.
Sinker. I think.
Imagine being in the jury. Did this go in front of a jury, or was it just one of those like
that's mind
arbitrated?
numbing.
I don't think it was a definitive win for either side, and I don't remember if it was settled out or it was like a partial win for Hogan, but on a technicality and not the defamation of character. It was a bunch of.
Probably came down to his contract or something. Maybe he had final say over stuff about his character.
That was big because it came out that after this, he kept cashing checks that they were sending him.
Mm.
And they were like, well, if you thought they breached, why were you still cashing the checks?
I was obligated.
Brothers
my
gotta
name.
eat. I just fucking
I can't get my bag of flips open. And I don't have a knife around me.
What are flips?
Chocolate covered pretzels.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay.
It says tear here, and there's no indentation.
I swear packaging has gotten more difficult to open, and I feel like it's just part of like everything.
Part of the attempt to get us early millennials.
think. Maybe it's just to try, because if you get into the package and you eat the meat or the carrots, you get E. coli, you worked for it, and you earned it. You really want it in there. On a lighter note, you guys like the pretzels and the cheese? Remember that packaging where you get the pretzels and the cheese, and you like that when you were younger? Did you ever eat those?
I would get the breadsticks and cheese.
Me too. Yeah, I was a breadstick.
That's what I'm thinking of. Breadsticks.
I like the crackers too. You get that little like plastic.
Oh yeah.
I would scrape that cheese, man.
Do they sell those anymore?
Yeah, they did, at least as far as up until COVID, because like the office I worked at had the cracker snacks.
Really? Okay.
Still fuck with Lunchables.
Do you?
Yeah.
I never. I can't. I mean, why would I get it just for the meat?
They got seed oil in it.
Did you see that Landman clip floating around?
Landman.
I think, God help me if this is not the name of the movie or the TV show. It's by the guy that made Yellowstone, but it's got Billy Bob Thornton in it. He's a guy that works with the oil companies. And there's this clip going around, because people love this kind of thing, where he's telling a younger woman that works with him, maybe, or it's his daughter, who knows who it is, about how much oil is in everything and why oil exists and why fighting climate change would never work. And of course, she has to play this kind of dumb, she's her mouth hanging open character as he fucking says what's what, and she's not allowed to really just say like a person might be like, well, why is that? Well, wait, now why when you say that? Now why? What do you? And Billy Bob's going, oil's in damn near everything. Face lotion, hand lotion,
Right.
every goddamn time. Well,
I don't know what it is.
yeah, he's setting he's telling like that will get picked up. That clip is for people of a certain age to go.
Oh yeah.
This right here. So, what did we leave? Oh, where I wrote Lordy. Yeah, where he goes. I think, and again, I think. The other thing is that there was some ego that might have been involved. Fans were saying that Vince Russo finally put Hulk Hogan in his place. And, quote, Vince did to Hulk what somebody should have done years ago.
Those are both things he read.
Yeah, or wrote himself on the forum.
I was thinking that, I hope someone puts Hulk Hogan in his place. Like, even like the nerdiest of the markiest, like,
Does Vince really believe a comment he saw on the internet, because he's in the basement on the internet neglecting Amy,
oh,
according to this book. In this book.
according to this book.
And he sees a comment from Boner69, and he's like, God, if Hogan sees this, he's going to be so pissed at me.
Do you think Amy looked at the Hulk Hogan sex tape?
Maybe over Vince's shoulder? When Vince
Amy,
watched it? I knew this guy was a creep. Come here, Amy. Look at this.
Well,
Have
Hogan.
you had this swapping?
I think that was when Hogan was in TNA, and so was Russo. So I could see one of Amy's, she has like little lady cliques she gets with, for like classes, right? Like sewing class ladies or like the bowling team.
She's like in a stitch and bitch.
And they share videos in group chats. And I think it might have been shared there. Isn't your husband in the wrestling business? Does he know this guy?
Yeah, this guy sued him. He sued him for defamation of character. I don't think that. I mean, that's defaming right there. That's defamation. Oh, my husband called him was bald son of a bitch. And look, he's bald. So there you have it. My side of I did right. And he also read on the forums, quote, Vince is incredibly handsome and respected by his peers. So there you have it. My side of one of the greatest mysteries of all time. In closing, he is in court. I would just like to add something that I had said many times before the incident and many times after. Growing up, I was a huge fan of Hulk Hogan. And without him, in his opinion, the wrestling business would not have existed. Probably. And he would work with Hulk Hogan in a heartbeat. I wish that one day I'd be able to thank him for making my career in wrestling possible. See, isn't that cool that Vince writes about this chapter in his life where he gets sued by Hulk Hogan, and you know what? He'd actually be Hulk Hogan's friend, and he likes him.
He just wish he had the opportunity.
They're going to work together in 2 years.
Very cool. Book. Chapter 28. Broken.
Russo knows how to book a comeback.
He's laying those seeds.
That's a big moment in the wrestling show when Russo meets Hogan to talk about the creative plans in 2010 TNA.
Is it really?
It would be, is what I'm saying, in this prestige show.
Say that when he's writing this book. Oh, in your prestige show.
That's like a season.
I thought you meant that really happened.
Oh yeah,
in TNA. If he's writing this kind of like with his tail tucked, his hands, folded in front of him, I would like to work with all these people someday if that opportunity presented himself. Does he assume he's going to be on screen?
I think he has to be.
You think from some point he was like, I'm an on-screen character and also booker?
Although, to be honest, I don't think he was on screen during the second TNA run.
He stayed in the back.
Right? I think they had
I
figured,
think it was like even him working there was kind of like hush hush on the.
because I know Cornette was still the on-screen commissioner for a while. So I don't think Russo did put himself on TV the second run. I don't know what that says, but
Maybe didn't think he was camera ready anymore.
yeah.
Amy was getting jealous from all the attention he was getting from being recognized.
At that specific taping, where did they tape it? The Impact.
Universal.
Yeah, what Universal? I'm pretty hot shit down at Universal, Amy. They're like, hey, is that the former WCW World Heavyweight Champion Vince Russo? Yes, it is.
I picture Russo and his wife as being Milhouse's parents.
Oh wow!
That's the power dynamic.
I like that. House's dad is dumb.
I don't like the idea of BJ getting two spaghetti meals.
So chapter 28 is called Broken. And he says, through all this bullshit, he doesn't say that. I said, his spirit, that was his constant. It was always there. Severely broken. Both mentally and physically. Oof. He still had his spirit. Regardless of what was hurled his way. He's not going to give up. He's not going to allow them to beat him. Unfortunately, the Hulk Hogan defamation of character suit stripped me of that too. He says, he was never in danger of losing even $1. He was legally covered under his WCW contract. It's just the shitty of it all. It was just broke his spirit, man. Crushed it. Completely crushed it. He was finally broken. Oh, I thought this book was called Broken. Never mind. Rope opera. For many reasons. He didn't like the lawsuit. He thought it was complete BS. Which is funny to put this chapter after he just was like, you know what, Hogan? You're all right in my book. Now it's like, this fucking liar. Even though I knew it was all about the money and none of it was personal, it still hurt. Just exemplified everything wrong in the business. I was never chummy with Hulk. This really hurt. This is where Vince lets you peep inside. Also, I'd lived 40 years of my life without getting into any legal trouble. I had never been arrested and never been sued. I had no idea what it felt like to sit through deposition. Heck, I had never even been accused of ever doing anything wrong. This just wasn't me. This wasn't what I was about. And I felt very uncomfortable. He feels like he's done something wrong. It makes him feel naughty. Oh, Vince, what's going on here, bud? I'm just a good little boy over here. I've never done anything wrong. Fruitsy. Have you been naughty, Vince?
Is that the priest talking to him?
Bro, have you seen Psycho? Norman Bates, bro. I held a grudge against Hulk throughout this entire debacle. I understood that his motives were based on greed and ego, the two things I hate about the wrestling business. Don't forget about politics, Vince.
There were no consequences, though, for you. You were financially covered. Like, why did you really waste that much energy on it?
Yeah, and he probably wouldn't have even had to have been deposed. He could have played dumb and just said nothing.
Yeah.
But this is the
Yeah.
man who breached his own contract when his contract was about to be
He
breached. So
wasn't sure. He was foggy on that. I mean, he's sick to his stomach, Larry. Yeah. He's. I felt as if I had been violated. I didn't care how many lawsuits he'd already had been a part of. This was all new to me. This wasn't the reason I got into the wrestling business. This wasn't the reason I called former editor-in-chief of WWF Magazine, Ed Riccuti. Or do you think it's Ricciuti? I think it's Riccuti.
I wonder what he
I think
looks
he's
like.
misspelling it because I believe there's an I after the CH. He just died
Ricciuti?
recently. Ed Ricciuto.
I remember hearing that Vince in his first book somewhere that he buries the guy that got him the job at the WWF magazine. And because he was trying to get the guy's spot. Was when
Yeah,
they
he
hit,
misspells it. So
Take that, Ed. Vince is getting his last shot in. He was begging him in '93 to give him a freelance story for $150. This wasn't why
How
I
many
used.
people do you think are pitching freelance stories to WWF magazine?
I know. I mean, obviously it worked, which is sad, but that's such weirdo behavior.
Oh, it's completely perverted.
And he was like 30 at the time. I mean,
I was
Working at like
constantly-
renting out VHS copies of fucking Heat. I don't know, whatever was popular.
Blockbuster will never put us out of business. People like my pics. Vinny's pics are on the wall.
Yeah. You'll never see me wearing a royal blue polo.
Talking to his like 22-year-old assistant manager about like
Go
The
put
mountain.
Cape Fear out.
You know what they did? They put like a
you need to
hard.
move the popcorn closer.
They on
It's
the
a grab
monitor.
and go.
They put on a hard R movie. Like you wouldn't see this playing
Oh.
in the background at Blockbuster. We play RoboCop here.
Jackie Brown playing.
Yeah. He felt as if he violated. Yeah, Ed Riccuti. I thought it'd be Vince. Yeah, Vince alone being the one guy calling, being like, "Bro, free. I got this idea for an article. I don't know if you're taking submissions. $150 to cover rent."
They don't have the heart to tell them that it's fake, and they don't have a staff. It's not the fucking New York Times.
There's only one guy calling. He has no leverage. He doesn't have to talk like this. Fine, 120. I got to get this doink piece off my mind. It's, or is it funny that Ed would be like hanging up the phone, being like, 150. That's. I don't even know if we have that in the budget. We got to get this.
Honestly, I'm funded that in my own pocket just for the fucking giggles.
How bad are the ideas, or how empty are the pages that he's like, yeah, we'll take a freelance. Sure, we'll put whatever bullshit in here.
I don't know. Maybe you got somebody on staff who's trying to play hot shot, and you can use that as leverage. Like, I got a fucking,
It'd be like,
I got a fucking wop from Staten Island.
who's
For
willing to
150.
write for
Shut the fuck
150?
up.
What are we paying you an hour? You know how I asked you for the top 10 tag team finishers and the well,
Like, Ed's a strict P&L guy. He's got. He's trying to get retirement. He got investments.
did he end up?
Oh,
yeah,
you know what it's like, Wilson?
Mm.
It's like season 5 of The Wire. And Ed Ricciuti is Gus.
Okay.
And fucking Russo is Templeman, writing fake stories and getting the Pulitzer for it. And Gus just looks on in disgust.
You remember that teacher? That's what I say with the one. Remember the teacher?
Mr. Presbo?
Why I use this isn't why I use my own money to fund the radio show Vicious Vincent's World of Wrestling on 1240 WGBB in West
He has
Babylon.
mouths that need to be fed.
Okay, so since he's going down in history, I wanted to I googled Vince Russo John Arezzi story because I wanted to refresh my memory.
Yeah.
And of course, I find an article called "Vince Russo, One of Pro Wrestling's Biggest Bullshit Artists, is Back Where He Started," written by
Oh.
David Bixenspan.
I'm typing in this.
This is the media in 2025-24.
I have here in 2016 wrestling industry icon Vince Russo talks Long Island and more from no place like longisland.com.
I feel like he owns no place like Long Island. .com.
Well, this is interesting. If I could read some of these, because Bix just will go through your entire life to find dirt on you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And so he's referencing, I think, like something behind a paywall that Russo did, and he's saying that wrestling reporters and hardcore wrestling fans are gay, referring to fans who flock to shows aimed at hardcores. He laid out his theories of why they would act that way. Quote, "You're either A, homosexual, okay, you like men. For you to react this way, you have to like men. B, you're either not homosexual but have homosexual tendencies. Or C, you're in the closet. It's that simple, bro, because men do not react to other men that way. It's not a normal function. Unless it's Barry Bonds."
Wow, the pastor that he likes is making a lot of sense now.
Yeah. And then it says the next line, good old Vix, he knows how to rake muck. Wade Keller, pro wrestling's most prominent openly gay journalist, was conspicuously left out of the homophobia when his number came up. Until Russo called him a, quote, pansy, quote. What a shitster. That's the worst you could get on him? Pansy?
yeah, that's
I mean, I don't like it, and just in that Vince Russo, who is in the basement.
This is such inside journalism, because the next line it said, Russo objected to Keller noting that Shane McMahon's punches don't look good, remarking that he's a, quote, pansy who must have never thrown a punch in his life, quote. Parentheses, Keller, for what it's worth, is a lifelong martial artist. Okay,
Settle
cool.
down, David. It's okay. Don't worry about
pansy
it.
was the worst word that came out of his mouth.
He can be slightly aggrieved. It's okay. He owns it.
This is also poorly written and stupid, and it's stupid people covering stupid people.
Somebody needs to be held account. That's what we're doing.
We're judging them all.
And we're characters right now. This is us working, not shooting. To be clear. Just in case.
Yeah. I'm doing it. It's all satire.
Unless you see me in my Charles Woodson number 2 Michigan jersey, it's
wow,
it's a
odd,
character.
that is very specific.
And we have said that said this is all satire. None of this is real. This is all we wrote all these bits down and all the
there's no
it's
written
entirely
record.
scripted.
No, it's like jazz. It's
And that too.
Ooh.
It's scripted jazz. Scripted jazz,
man.
Oh, Vince
I don't know.
Russo.
I heard like a nice little jazz like drum thing today. I kind of appreciate it. You ever just have that happen sometimes?
I'm an asshole who went to jazz college, so you don't have to sell me.
I cut a fake promo inside a wrestling ring on a wrestling character. I said fake promo. The promo was real. Right? He can get with that. That the promo was, it really happened. He's getting that deep. The promo was fake.
I don't know.
I know.
I don't want to be in it. I want to get out of it.
Never. He cut a single negative promo on Terry Bollea, the man. He's still litigating this a chapter later. After he said he was cool with it.
Hogan's whole legal case, though, was saying that it defamed Terry Bollea, the man.
Yeah.
That's why Russo is being so, obtuse in his explanation. There is a legal reason for that.
Yeah.
Or am I giving him too much credit?
No. I'm trying to remember because I have heard this. Part of Hogan's claim was that in that promo he uses the name Terry Bollea, which is thus defaming him as a man.
Yes.
However, they had used that name on screen weeks before repeatedly as part of angles. So it wasn't a first time and it wasn't a shoot because it was
they
first
had
time.
introduced the character of Terry Bollea into the...
Which
That's
means
what
there's
Vince
now
was
3 people.
Yeah.
Now you
man.
gotta ask Hogan. Now this is years before, but they gotta go, okay, who's the character and is Terry Bollea the character? You, Hulk Hogan, the character? How big's your penis? Which one is which? Why does he? Okay. So he just keeps reiterating, I didn't say anything negative about Terry. It was about as ridiculous as a Ren and Stimpy cartoon. An early Ren and Stimpy cartoon. Just for the real Ren and Stimpy heads out there. He's talking about the early seasons. Not that later bullshit.
That was definitely on the TVs at the store.
I love Billy West, bro. He was great on Stern.
What did the one say all the time? What was he? He was like, what does he say?
You idiot.
You idiot. Vince is like, bro, you gotta hear. The dog says, you idiot. So and to answer Larry, why is he a shell of his former self?
I don't know when he was ever any better.
You didn't see a pre-innocence and a post-innocence Vince Russo?
No.
He's on Livewire and you're like, what an innocent man.
Oh man, if I was feeling really perverse and I'd go rewatch Livewire, but
Larry, to put it simply, I had lost my innocence. I felt as if I had been raped.
Okay.
We got Brett, and we got Vince Russo, right? We had any Brett said in the movie that he feels like that they raped him in the middle of the ring,
Yes,
or do they want him to
say
get
that.
shot, something like that. They raped
No,
the character, just shoot me in the ring.
No, he says both. But what they'd really prefer to do is to rape me. That's how I'd equate it. They would rape the Hitman character.
And then you might as well, right?
Nah, that's just
brains
different when he just talks about, they ride you like cattle and then take you out back and shoot you in the head.
Okay, I am. Okay. Hey, you got that movie down. That's right. And then now you have Vince Russo who got sued by Hulk Hogan. He's like, wow, he's raping me, bro. Violated. Why does it, really, this hurts him. This hurts him a lot. This or as he's portraying it in a very whiny fashion after saying he's cool about it.
He's just bothered that he has to do something. It's
gotta
taking
leave
up
the
his time.
basement.
Yeah.
I could be in the basement right now, bro, instead I'm here answering questions about fake sports. He's just thinking about what TV shows he could be watching right now. Oh my fucking god. Okay, chapter 29.
He just found some honeymooners outtakes on YouTube.
Amy, get in here.
Dude, when he figured out YouTube, he's like, this is like a forever TV. It's always going. Like, always click, click, click. He's him and Elso. It's so funny they have a show together because they're so in my mind, so one like close to. Planes,
Russo loves Sanford and Son, right?
Oh, yeah.
but he's not racist, so yeah. Thinks that shit's great. The Son, they work together. Okay. Planes, Fantasy Baseball, and J.J. Dillon. March 26, 2008. And he quotes a lyric, a Willie Nelson lyric, On the Road Again. And he calls himself a Willie Nelson Mark. And says, no doubt he was high when he penned that one.
I mean, is this a play on planes, trains, and automobiles? Yeah, could he be that clever?
Planes, Fantasy Baseball, and J.J. Dillon.
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he thinks it's like the bear, the bear, what am I looking for? What was it? Lions and tigers and bears. He thinks that's the equivalent. Planes, trains, and automobiles, lions and tigers and bears. Which one's more common? Do you think people say lions, tigers, and bears to make a phrase?
Yeah, more than that's not really a phrase.
Planes, trains, and I don't know. I'm just saying that the one people. It was a movie.
I know, but Russo would love that movie.
Yeah.
But okay, I'm thinking too hard, and he's trapped me. But Fantasy Baseball and J.J. Dillon, they're not forms of transportation.
No, I get it. I know it's
Yeah,
not clever.
Definitely a form of transportation.
Unless he's got a saddle on him.
I think
Yeah,
Vince is
no.
being not clever or trying to be clever. That's all I was saying. I'm not saying it's
No, I know. I think we made a
genius.
note in a previous chapter that his version of a joke is having a reference in his head, and he's like, "This thing is this."
And I was Steve Martin.
Jeez.
Bischoff was like Del Griffith.
So he thinks Willie Nelson was high when he wrote On the Road Again. And I wrote that Vince, and I know some people like this, that when they encounter any kind of entertainment, they go, were they on drugs when they did this?
Yeah,
You know, the people
it's
like
very
that,
little
maybe?
America, yeah.
What is he saying here? He talks about, did he really write this out again? Because later we talked about this, and I said, doesn't he say this in the book? And he said, yeah, we covered it. Where he goes on the thing about planes.
I had thought we had talked about it already too.
So did he talk about it, or did we just trick ourselves?
Yeah, maybe I read ahead by accident. Let me I'll do a quick search. I don't know how to do a search, so never mind.
Well, the plane's tail end would be ferociously wiggling and shaking, Shakira-like.
Yikes.
Yeah.
We can't bring up the word ass. That's a little crude. Shaking like Shakira's ass.
Yeah, well, like her hips, you might say.
Yeah. It's not lying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can't say hips either. I guess. Yeah, couldn't get technical. Shakira-like. You know.
No, I don't, Vince. What can you explain it?
Vince is my. Okay, Vince not from this. Okay. Lost this word. I'm trying to find my place. It's the black thing always catches me. The black print. But when these things go down, they go down. It's not like Lost. That's a television show.
Yeah, we're just fooling ourselves. This is the first mention of a plane.
Well, like
So then you might have just been like, either you read ahead a little bit like me at some point, but then,
Yeah.
or you just knew that this is how you would act about planes.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, we saw the picture of him on a plane, and then we speculated. Whoa, that's crazy,
Is this
right?
maybe?
Because like I remember somebody sharing a picture of him on a plane, and then like
Oh yeah, when you took the picture of his
Wow.
face. Yeah, and maybe we
so
did.
we you guys
Colin,
met.
Colin, check the transcripts. When this are we on Planet 9 right now?
I know because I have no memory of this, and you both seem to remember it.
I remember me sharing the picture, or it was from
I
Twitter.
don't remember the picture.
Will we just shift timelines?
Maybe we're talking about Discord stuff.
We're in
This is
different
professional.
timelines.
We're talking about like Discord conversations as if we're
Well, yeah, no, that's what happened.
um
Because he looks like an asshole on a plane, and then we're like, yeah, I wonder what he's like on a plane, and then someone was like, blah blah blah, and then it turns
oh yeah,
out
that's and then there's and I said, whoa, yeah.
Yeah.
Or I was oh boy.
nailed him.
Bad things are gonna happen if this bird decides to belly flop headfirst back to Earth.
What- Does this use
Also,
the word
sorry.
bird?
To go back to where he goes, forget Lost. That's a television show. It's like, who thought it was real, Vince?
It's like Amy's friends like want to ask him about writing for TV. The secret is
And-
it's not real.
It's all
Amy's like, don't. It's not that kind of TV. Like,
it's all make believe. I'm not going to tell God what to do. My prayer is, God, if it's in your will to get me there safely, then get me there safely. And then he goes, there goes that bleeping seatbelt sign again. He just wants to peacefully Z out in dreamland. You ever heard that? Z out? I got to Z out.
if I was like down at a whole bunch of like ZQL,
Okay, there you go.
like, yeah, let's go Z out, man.
Why is Mr. Sandman sitting right next to me singing sweet, soft lullabies? Well,
Normal way of talking.
I know he's a Rat Pack guy all of a sudden.
Bullington in Philadelphia, the Sandman.
Mr. Sandman. Bro,
He's smoking
Yeah,
a
he's
cigarette
off
next
key.
to him on the plane with the cane.
well, he hasn't slept in the last 48 hours. Because it's baseball season in Japan. Kicked off in Japan on Monday night. So he had to watch a game at 4 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Tuesday morning.
Had to.
This is so gay.
Do you think he's got opinions on KBL bat flipping?
Yes.
Now this is what Meltzer should be watching. He's watching the fake stuff.
You gotta respect the game. It's the unwritten rules. Don't bunt in the ninth inning. Gotta
Hideki
show
Mats-
respect. Lay the bat down and walk around the bases.
What does he think about Hideki Matsui's porn collection?
Oh boy.
He's gotta be like, that's what real men would do and be proud of. But then also Hideki Matsui is Asian, so he, I imagine, is like only sees him as a caricature.
He sees that Pretty in Pink character in his head.
It's just the culture to have something like that. It's cute.
That's what they said about Rossi. Right? The Japanese guy?
Oh, God, the stardom promoter.
Yeah, yeah.
Or owner or whatever. Marigold, yeah. Yes. Yes. Yeah. What Kenny Omega was like, why do you gotta have calendars at this day and age? And I think Dave was one of them that was like, that's just what they do. It's very popular.
I like Dave standing up for it.
I don't know, don't quote me, but it was I don't think he was like just that thing where he goes, yeah, Kenny
Dave
Omega.
Dave is uncancelable at this point. He's just gonna keep Davin.
Where are we? So he says that there's a screaming, kicking 2-year-old in the seat directly in front of my lap. Which I don't know what that means. It says, "Where's the seat directly in front of my lap?" But he feels the kicking in his back.
I go, come on, man. This is like, Paul Reiser and Seinfeld material from the 80s. Right?
What? He's on an airplane. He's afraid it's going to crash.
Yeah, people
know?
bitching about plane rides. Just come on.
Hey,
what's with the peanuts? Who wants that many peanuts, bro?
At least,
unless I'm at a Mets game, I'm not eating peanuts.
This wasn't him, was it? What was the last book we did? Who was it? Was Al? Wasn't it Al that was like, "Hey, who was doing the thing of like, hey, by the way, I got a little bit for you." Was this Vince? Am I that like?
What is the bit?
Braden? That in the book they kept going, "Hey, I have a little bit to do for you right now." And they'd write it out and all that. Was that Vince? Is my brain melted? What was the last book we just did?
About.
What did the book we do before this?
Al, no.
He didn't do that. He didn't do. Oh, I have like little comedy bits I want to write out.
What was the last fucking book we did?
I think it was Al.
Jesse.
No, it wasn't Jesse. I felt like maybe it's Vince, and we just called it out. And now I've forgotten it.
Jesse, Al.
Yeah,
it is. It's
Kern,
my brain. I think it was Vince. It's been so long now. I've forgotten.
Keep going, Gus. Keep going.
The other writer, Dweeb.
Yeah, that's where you're messed up. It's Triple H first.
Oh.
And then Gewurz was before it.
Oh, yeah. I forgot Triple H.
That was a good run. Before that, Foley.
No, he never did. Like, by the way, Peanuts.
Well, he would do asides for jokes.
I feel
remember about the guy holding hands with them.
I'm specifically trying to think of. This is driving Colin because he probably just remembers it.
Fitting like a glove with a man with.
It had to be Vince because in this book I wrote the Jerry Seinfeld. I was like, we got Jerry Seinfeld stuff going on here. We're just going, yeah, donkey show, dog and pony, trick pony. That was Vince. That said that, right?
Yeah, that was the Dog and Pony Show. Yeah.
Yeah, he goes, what's the deal with it? What is it?
Yeah, he's kind of trailed off for those.
Okay.
But those were before that weird transition when he stopped writing for 18 months.
Mm-hmm.
So he kind of had more bits before that, and now we're just into history mode.
History mode.
You know what I mean? Because like we're not getting the tangents about malls anymore.
Yeah.
He's got a deadline.
That's right. Okay. Well, this is all this talk specifically about baseball. Briefly, these couple paragraphs. Larry, who said you didn't care, it's because he cares about baseball. That's his vice. It's not the same as others. With my 25th wedding anniversary less than 6 months away, I'm proud to say that I've never cheated on my wife. And I was never the least bit interested. I've worked with some beautiful women over the years, but none were ever worth disrespecting Amy for.
As if you had the opportunity.
Or being around him, he's like, I'm in the same room, Amy. If you put out a timeline of infinite possibilities, eventually, something may or may not occur. I was never he's never the least interested in. I've worked with some beautiful women over the years, but none of them worth disrespecting Amy for. So chase and tail, not an option. Let's take a look at alcohol. Okay. Let's see. Let me get myself hammered, thousands of miles away from home so I can put myself in a compromising position in the hopes that something bad will happen so I can regret it for the rest of my life?
What is he?
Dude.
You guys think that anytime you take a drink, like I'm gonna put myself in a compromising position?
Such a dork. Fuck
Vince
something bad
doesn't,
is gonna
Vince doesn't trust himself. Vince, why don't you trust yourself?
Because he'll be talking about how much he admires Mike Piazza's mustache. He knows what's deep down, his sinful ways.
Wow.
I've never seen a mustache that beautiful, bro. He's like 2 whiskey sours into the evening.
Does he for the wrestling side of that? Is he really in his mind like, if I have some drinks in me, I'm definitely going to corner one of these women and be like, you don't understand how hot you are, and she's like being demure, like, okay, thank
It's
you.
Angelina
I would
Love.
throw my 26-year marriage away.
What is it like to have every guy in this room want to bang you? He turns into Howard Stern.
He would.
You're just so
I'm
beautiful.
heading out to Venom.
I'm being serious right now. I would leave Amy. I would. She knows it. Why does Howard Stern sound like Woody Allen?
I mean, I got the third baseman's hold up sign.
Well, okay, where is he? Okay, he's not cheating on Amy. Alcohol, yeah, he's not letting himself be vulnerable. So no drinking, never been a drinker, not even before my days of Christianity. And he doesn't like being in control of himself. It's a bad feeling. It's downright scary. So I go to my room and I follow my fantasy baseball team on my laptop. That's my vice.
Oh, man.
And unfortunately, it has become so...
You make me do that for...
like, relate to Russo. Like...
I'd be telling him to loosen up, and he'd be like, I'm totally relaxed. It doesn't sound, sounds like you're fucking, right? Repressed.
I don't know.
A repressed person is somebody that, right, that's just like, no, I'm fine. I'm pushing it.
He doesn't know what life could be.
Listen, I never have any moments in my life where I'm going to put myself into a compromising position.
It's not your first concern.
That was
No.
Is that he'd be drinking with coworkers, and he's like, and then lose control of myself and do something I've always regretted. Like, what? With the people you work with?
I mean, there would be times like in my younger years where I'm like, oh, this seems like a sketchy group of cats. I'll dip out, but it was never like, going to the grocery store, I'm gonna like just turn into a
lecherous,
Yeah. I'm gonna start beating off in the battery aisle,
flipping skirts.
It could be.
Russo's got his phone on the floor when he's getting some ketchup.
He's reading the Rotisserie Baseball magazine in the stupid magazine.
Yeah, you got to go to the grocery store to get those magazines. Dude, what if it's like, it could be...
You gotta get Baseball America.
It could be he's thinking, I have 2 Millers, and then I'm really sharing my real thoughts on race theory. I know. You can't hold a intoxicated conversation with who was the guy that he liked? Ernest Miller. He's got to be stone cold sober for that. Because what is he saying? He's probably going to ask him about their background, right? He has a couple Millers in him. He's going to be like, where'd you grow up? How rough was it? He wants those details.
Yeah.
Let's see. So he's got that. Then he goes, So he's got fantasy baseball. Unfortunately, it's become somewhat addictive. Let's go. He's in Colorado. Oh, before he moved to Colorado, I actually had Fantasy Central set up in my man cave or finished basement. It's like, did he know that we had been making fun of him about keep calling it a finished basement? And he was like, gotcha. Thought you changed up names. 60. So he has a 60-inch television set. What do you think about that, Gus? 60 inches? Is that fair size for a man cave?
It was 16 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean that's
Just getting
that's kind of the perfect size. I feel like anything bigger than that, even these days, is.
You think he wanted a projection thing though, with the kind of shittier picture, but it's so big. Or is Vince just happy to have the 60?
He doesn't have that cool of a setup. You're thinking too cool for a man cave.
Yeah,
He's got a
Okay.
room.
he got like a Vizio or like. What's like a step below a Vizio?
He kind of seems to me, he kind of is, you know, that old joke in the Office episode where Michael has the flat screen, but it's the thing and it's got the wall gimmick. He pulls him on it, angles it. Vince strikes me as that, where he's like,
I think definitely you can get that context by saying it's a part of the finished basement. Like that's.
I something I want to
Is
be
it a
in
3D TV?
Oh man,
2008.
he bought it on that. Yeah.
I lost the glasses, bro, a long time ago.
It's one of those things I feel good to have known would never work.
Yeah, same.
Because I knew someone who bought one. I'm like, you're not gonna keep doing this. This is a novelty.
Those people still have those, and they don't even make them anymore. Really, the movies are they just?
No, you could turn on the function that makes everything 3D.
Oh, could you on those?
It looks stupid.
Wow, damn! I only watch my TV in 3D. Just the local news. He has a 60-inch television set fed with DirecTV's baseball package, so I could watch every game from every city, every minute, every day. There you go, Vince.
I would love to take, with what he's about to say, I'd love to take Russo on when it comes to baseball statistics,
Well,
sabermetrics.
I'm telling you, we should join the fantasy league and just terrorize them.
Yeah.
he doesn't believe in sabermetrics. He's going, oh, please. Back in my days, it was home runs.
How
You
could
didn't know a guy.
Soser's WAR have been that low when he was hitting 60 homers?
Yeah, when I saw him win that game. What I'm trying to think.
Fans
We
don't
didn't even.
crap about defensive wins above replacement.
Yeah. So what? What's his ERA? Who cares? What's in his IRA? I don't know. I'm fucking. I don't know.
What's in his IRA? Blue chips.
So he's watching he's following players pitch by pitch, studying every facet of the game. Much the same way I reckon that dirt sheet writers following fake Japanese wrestling matches.
All right.
I had to be multifaceted, scoping the action. He's adding players that were in a slump and they're gonna break out. He had over 120 transactions over the waiver wire. A record I'm more proud of than any Raw rating. He's acquiring players off the wire, sometimes at 2, 3, up 4 in the morning. It's depression,
But like,
Vince.
if we could schedule like just insane roster moves, like on a time,
That's what I'm saying. With the four of us working around the clock, or however many,
Oh,
we
absolutely.
could beat him on any waiver claim.
Just claiming it just.
Like, just bait him into stupid like,
Or
oh,
we all have individual teams and then load one with trades.
Just
oh
trade-
shit. Just like dump at the deadline and
Yes.
uh,
he's gonna subpoena for like IP addresses and like
I became so ramped up that I even began to sleep in the man cave. We fucking know.
Yeah.
But you didn't say it was because of fantasy baseball.
God.
Only going upstairs to feed my belly.
He's just
soon-
making toast, right? Or
It's
what does Russo make? He can't be.
cold wimmers from the refrigerator.
Wimmers.
I don't know.
what's a dimmer?
A wimmer's a hot dog. I like wimmers.
I've never heard that word in my life.
Me either.
Is that a
It's a
Nebraska
brand.
thing?
I don't think so. I don't know. I like
Wimmer?
Wimmer's hot dogs. Never heard of Wimmer's hot dogs?
No.
Cold Wimmers. And you expect us to know what that is?
Yeah, the Wimmers. Yeah. There's Wimmers, then there's Oscar Mayer.
There's Wimmers Diamonds. Wimmer Communities.
Well, you guys didn't Google Wimmer's hot dogs. You see, that's what you gotta Google.
Wimmers Meats.
It's got to be a local thing.
You're never gonna believe this, but I cannot find a wiki for them.
In the community.
the
Nebraska, Iowa, Kansas, South Dakota, and eastern Colorado.
So you go get yourself a Wimmers
They
there.
didn't get to Ohio.
All right. Well, next time I'm out in the prairie,
In the corn states.
can I get it? Can I get a Wimmer at a gas
Yeah.
station?
I know what I'm getting somebody for a secret
There's
Santa.
some Iowa University students on the webpage hawking Wimmers.
Great. I do have to figure out how to ship hot dogs.
Give me some steaks. If they
Their
got
life
steaks.
will be like, why are you wrapping an $8 pack of hot dogs up?
I would take sausages.
I'm afraid to ask what's Las Vegas Wimmers. That's the style. And then they have regular. I think they taste the same.
I just have never heard the term Wimmer before. Cold, hot, regional.
If my brother's listening, do you know what Las
Russo's
Vegas?
definitely not. Well, I mean, if Gus doesn't know what they are, then no, they're not Eastern.
It must be like the
Nathan's.
weird, like
Yeah.
Sedgwick, that part of Colorado.
He's definitely not going to the hot dog place Pink's in Los Angeles. I think that's closed, right? That's not a thing anymore, or is it still?
What do you think is the most obscene thing Russo has
Obscene
Just-
thing.
watched?
Oh, I don't know. I'm nervous to think about it.
The most insane thing he's watched?
Obscene.
Obscene.
Oh, obscene.
Like two
Well-
girls, one cup. Top Girl. Did he like get some like really weird shit?
He at
think he's
least
seen
saw
Tristan.
the Jerry Springer Too Hot for TV.
Yeah.
We know
Do you
that.
think that's the most obscene? You think that's topping out?
He shared some skin mags as a kid with his friends.
You think he's never searched out anything past
He
his darkest corners.
probably, a friend gave him a VHS of a Ron Jeremy 1982 porn, and then he prayed and he told his mom about it and got his friend in trouble. That's what Vince Russo would do.
It was the Puerto Rican kid.
The Yahoo chat that was shared, was that the Gus or that? Which one was that? One of you two's,
Yeah, it was
Gus.
Yes.
When he gets asked in the Yahoo chat, who's your favorite porn stars by a fan, which is a very cool person to ask that Yahoo wrestling chat in that year. Ed Ferrara and Vince Russo. And Ed Ferrara says Ron Jeremy, yuck, yuck, right?
Yeah.
And then Vince says, I don't have any. Or what does he say? I wouldn't know anyone. I can't remember. I read to me, Vince, Amy's not reading this.
Or he's the boomer type who just, like types in boobs or, you know what I mean? Or sex and doesn't know the names of anyone.
He says to a guy, I don't want to know the sites you go on.
He's a first option guy.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Oh man, I wish I could be that blissful, not having to like spend 45 minutes to like go down my criteria list of like, haven't seen this before.
And why does it keep escalating?
Slowly.
Jake was right.
Vince is a No Nut November guy.
Yeah,
Why do you want to know their favorite porn star though? Like, I'm gonna jerk off to the same thing.
Looking for recommendations. Well, I never heard about him before. That's a deep cut.
It was kind of fun, like when Mick just voluntarily like shared his though. That was kind of nice.
What did he say?
Christy Canyon? Didn't he make a reference to her?
There was a couple.
And you would know like odd specifics like about her crooked tooth. I think he had some antidote about that.
Yeah. Glad they got him on that Legends deal.
Oh God.
Do we want to discuss that weird Bruce Punk video?
Bruce Punk video.
You didn't watch it? The Punk
What?
return video?
Oh, the night he returned, the backstage stuff. I did. Of course I did.
I had to add it to your notes.
I just was like, this guy seems happy.
Good.
He seems happy. Happy, like, and then like a relief washing over him that he's like, I always knew this place was my home. Like, and I've now he's like, he's simultaneously
He
realizing
sat back
it.
at one point in the evening with his arms crossed
It's all
in the
worth
back
it.
of the room, taking it in.
His
Making
mind.
sure someone saw him take it in.
I get that too. Yes. His mind, hindsighting it all, where it's like it was all a long, difficult journey of growth to get back here. It all happened for a reason. I did, and I enjoyed the comments about the video. All people can handle backstage stuff very well, as we are as well. And Triple H is cool. It's funny. He's a funny guy. We've read his book. It's good.
Yeah.
Let's see.
All right, get through this.
Hold on. He's
Come
sleeping
on.
only in his man cave. He's feeding his belly. It soon became a sickness, as he'd find every excuse not to go out with his family while a pitch was being thrown in a ballpark somewhere. Very cool. Bonds is Innocent won the 12-team North Metro Friends League last year, bringing home a check for 90 big ones. Aside from my kids being born, perhaps the greatest accomplishment of my life. Bonds is Innocent is the name of his team.
Idiot.
You see how little it takes to amuse me? All the gossip, all the dirt you hear and read about me. I had never heard anything about him regarding his character or personality growing up. Not one thing. Other than you got the idea that he liked swerves. That became like a cliche meme or whatever about him. Probably because in a promo on WCW he said swerve at some point, right? That's had to where...
Yeah, that became like the stupid like meme was like, yeah, swerve, bro.
But yeah, the most damage is done from writing this book. This is the most I've ever heard about Vince Russo in my life, and he sucks. At the end of the day, I'm probably in my man cave alone, watching Big Papi take his hacks.
I think you do have a point in that he would not be as hated if you wouldn't hear from him as much.
Yeah.
If he was like an enigma, if he just wrote what he wrote
Dude,
and you never heard his
pictures.
explanations
Yes.
for it,
Yes.
he might be just polarizing, but he'd be like this odd, fascinating character who,
Dude,
but then you
think
hear
about-
his explanations, you're like, oh, this was just kind of a right place, right time kind of thing.
Think about this. If he had never, ever said anything, never did any interviews, worked for WWE, never was on, let's say he was never even on, went to WCW or became a character. He does the Attitude Run. Now it's aged poorly. He's never done any interviews. Then they bring him back for like his flowers or like a Hall of Fame thing. People right now would be like, it was the time. Give him his flowers, but now he's divisive in that. Is he divisive? I think everybody agrees he's stupid, right?
Yeah, he doesn't really play for any side. He hates all wrestling, so.
Why do this? He could have made much more money. Maybe not. How much? Maybe this was the way to go. Now I'm talking myself out of it. He made more money this way.
He couldn't
Being
be
a
a
character.
screenwriter?
Oh, you're taking an ambition outside of wrestling into it. I wasn't.
He's a writer, not a booker.
Jeez.
I
Aha,
could have
look at
wrote
you.
for Raymond.
Look at you, Vince. We've hoisted you once again by your own petard.
Raymond won't leave his basement. Here's another episode.
You know what would make this show better? If Raymond never left his basement at all. Oh man, that should be our project, Larry. We write a sitcom, and the TV dad is only ever in his basement. The whole show's pretty much in the basement.
All right.
What do you think?
All right, I'll throw it around.
Okay, yeah, really marinate in it. So he's like, oh yeah, you want me to talk about something else, right? Russo's last stand. Well, first I want to comment on a story old reliable Bill Banks reminded me of yesterday. He would never go into the offices of WCW because he hates offices in general. Unless his boss is Michael Scott. Did I say that? He's going to avoid going to the office like an ice-cold Corona.
What does that mean? That's
What?
Oh, okay. No, hold on. No. He doesn't want to go. What is he? Oh, he's
Yeah.
going to avoid his boss. It doesn't matter. A person, a place. He's going to avoid it like an ice-cold Corona because he doesn't drink.
okay.
It's ice cold. It's the politics, the butt kissing, the phoniness. I hate it all. If I can't be comfortable in a place just simply being me, then I don't want to be there. And then
What a pain in the ass.
He goes into even when I'm in the role of the boss, I hated it. I don't like people serving me or fearing me or trying to rack up points with me. I get nauseous when I see a superior ask a person they deem below them to get a cup of coffee. Are you kidding me? That's nothing but a power trip. Get off your cushiony seat, you egomaniac. Get the coffee yourself. So, on this unfortunate day, he had to be in that ugly blue building in Smyrna, Georgia. For what, I don't remember. So basically he goes, hey, at this office, I could sneak in and out before the butt kissing or political warfare began. Pick your poison. I said, this is what Vince, if you run into him in the office, his mind is going, this interaction is either going to be you kissing my butt or trying to drip poison in my ear. Right? Political
What?
warfare. I kind of... He's saying that he wants to sneak in and out, not interact with anybody because it's either going to be butt kissing or politics.
But again, I don't know. Listen, not that you couldn't make that argument. But this also just sounds like a guy who's not smart enough or confident enough to fit in. Or he knows he's going to rub people the wrong way because he's a fucking asshole and he chalks
Oh
it
yeah,
up
of course.
to them being
He's
phonies. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, just have a normal interaction with a person. I'm sitting in my office, minding my own business.
He's going to make an off-color remark about Korean deli owners. You know what I mean? Like some neighborhood slur. It's gonna
So
offend
yeah,
people.
and then political warfare is calling HR.
Yeah.
And then if they're like, "Hey Vince, what would butt kissing be to him? Can I get you a cup of coffee?" Hey, we're equals here. He's in his office minding his own business. When from a few doors down, he hears what I think is somebody in the office ripping the previous Nitro to ribbons. Someone they're apparently talking to the phone. Wait, was this sentence? To someone they are apparently talking to on the phone. Okay. Now remember, I had just gotten off the road from working on that show. And this was probably the last thing I wanted to hear. Okay? So before we go forward, just remember, Vince heard somebody ripping his writing. Now what you have to remember, he wrote it. So he wouldn't want to hear that. We good?
Mm-hmm.
And I decided to go out in the hall. Vince Russo becomes Jay Leno. I decided to go out in the hall and get a closer listen. I tiptoed out, positioned myself right in front of the person's office, and listened.
Yeah.
I perched myself just outside this person's door and listened in amazement as he loudly criticized me, the show, and anyone who had anything to do with Nitro. And Vince isn't shocked. He'd already thought that this guy was ice picking me behind my back. But he was upset that this guy's just saying it out loud in an open forum. His office door is wide open. Anyone on the floor can hear every word he's saying. This would be surely a bummer for morale.
But Russo is saying on the show that the fucking product sucks and that the company sucks and like.
That's a work though.
Oh, Jesus.
What if some kid doing data entry wanders by and he hears JJ Dillon be like, "That was some bullshit I saw last night." He's like, "Oh man, we're being sold, aren't we?" that old guy in that office. What the fuck? I was so power trip pushing EC. I just got off the road. So he's tiptoeing. Now he's perched outside the door. This guy's hollering for everyone to hear.
Get in here!
I think this is bad for morale. I'm standing there almost in shock. I have to do something. I realized that before more poison was passed throughout the halls for everyone to hear. I carefully took one giant step sideways and showed myself in the frame of this person's door. Not realizing I was there, he fired a few more bullets until looking up. I like that. But just standing there where he still hears JJ Dillon being like, "Yeah, the guy's a fucking dumbass." I'm going to try to describe the look on his face when my eyes meet his. And I wrote met. I have to really search my bank here in order to come up with the best comparison. He's going into his bank. He's checking it out. "I got it," he writes. That's a sentence. Let me think. I got it. When I was working for the WWF, we shot an angle involving Owen Hart. I can't remember the specifics,
This is so
of course.
stupid.
Did you know? I asked about this earlier in the Discord, and I was like, "Did this happen?"
Yeah, it did. I think it was, on like an early Botchamania. It might be from an In Your House or a Raw.
He says, based on the angle, we sent Owen home for a while. He goes, maybe it's something in Owen Hart, something to do with that Canadian fiasco. Anyways, they're not important details. We sent Owen home for a while because we were trying to sell the fact that he legitimately was no longer with the company. He flew in a day early to talk about to the pay-per-view to talk about where we were planned on going. Much like Manny being Manny, this was a case of Owen being Owen. A little baseball reference for you guys. Now keep in mind, Owen was off TV. At the end of the show, the wrestlers brawl backstage. Remember, this is live. And they think the locker room is vacant. The office doors fly open. It's Owen Hart standing there. Owen realizes he's caught. Doesn't miss a beat. Looks in the camera. Says, with a deer in the headlights, "Look, I'm not here."
You can't Google anything involving Owen Hart without
Nope. See?
clickbait about the fucking fall.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is what I ran
No.
into when I was like, "There's got to be
That's-
one clip of this."
Yeah.
Kind of why like search engines suck now.
Yeah.
Kind of useless.
So JJ Dillon, he's claiming, looks completely deer in the headlights, which I just don't think so. That was the expression when my WCW basher saw me. When he realized it was me standing there, all he could say was, "I'm on the phone." Yeah, you got him, Vince. JJ Dillon looked you up and down and went, "I'm on the phone? Get out of my office."
I think JJ picked up the phone as soon as he saw him. Like,
Oh, yeah. He's just saying it out loud to himself. He's just ripping Nitro apart. And then Vince steps in and goes, "Gotcha." And he picks up the phone while he's staring at him. "I'm on the phone." That individual was the head of talent relations, JJ Dillon. What followed was a verbal barrage of every cuss word I'd ever heard. I didn't cuss JJ just like a sailor. I cussed him like an Army general, an Air Force pilot, a Marine, like a Boy Scout, like a Pueblo. He spells it wrong. Like a Cub Scout, like a Girl Scout. It's not I don't think it's not Pueblo. It's Weeblo. Like a brownie. Do you really think he did this to JJ Dillon?
No.
no.
Okay. We have consensus. Rare, but we... He's throwing every curse ball like the speed of a Nolan Ryan fastball. I didn't know I had such a vocabulary. Man, it was vicious. And it was ugly. And at the end of the day, it was wrong.
Are there any JJ Dillon clips about him talking about Russo? Let me see.
Good question.
This was so out of character for me. I had never before or ever since gone off on somebody like that. Never. This was a man just like me. He does this again.
Yeah, we've got something, but it's Hannibal.
Okay. Are you playing it? We got it?
After the Taco Bell commercial,
Oh, okay.
they're doing 90s stuff.
This was a man just like me. A husband, a father, somebody just trying to support his family. And I spoke to him like he just killed someone I loved. I screamed at him, stripping him of all dignity and respect. Sorry, JJ.
Is he talking about the incident in this Hannibal video?
Ooh, we'll see.
Okay. I was just watching the closed caption and there you go.
Used grass
Oh,
language
you rewind it.
and then turned and stormed away. That's what I took exception with. That's what was totally unprofessional, especially the where and when he did it. And I didn't have any use for him, as I didn't really have much use for Bischoff, and I blame Brad Siegel for allowing that to happen. A number of years went by, and I don't know how many years ago it was, but there was a convention in New York, and they brought in a bunch of guys. Dory and Terry were there. Guys like the Who's Who of wrestling were there to appear for signings and photo ops, and they had myself, Baby Doll, and Vince Russo. There's like three managers. And I remember the promoter came and said, "I want to put you and Vince Russo." I said, I've never been difficult in my life. I said, I just asked one thing. Okay, put us there with three managers. I understand the position that you're in. All I ask as a personal favor is put me at one end of the table, put Baby Doll in the middle, and then put Vince at the other end. Oh, I didn't know. Not a problem. which is what he did. And when we were there, we didn't really make eye contact, didn't have any interaction. And at one point, Vince got up and he had to walk. We were all in the back of the room and he had to walk to the front of the room to go to the restroom or whatever. Got up, walked right past me, never looked or acknowledged me. And about the third time out, he got up, started, got to the end of the table, a couple of feet in front of me, stopped dead in his tracks, turned, walked up to the table, and said, I owe you an apology. And he said, what I did was wrong, and I hope you can forgive me. And I said, well, it takes a hell of a man. We all make mistakes in life. And you did something that takes a hell of a man to come up, confront another man and say, I was wrong, I apologize, hope you'll forgive me. And I stuck my hand out. He stuck his hand out.
This is so stupid.
That was a very Chris Farley
And then
movement.
he said, I'm due to write another book. And he said, when I do, I will address this conversation and make it right. Walked out of the room. Baby doll was sitting there.
Baby doll.
And I finally looked over and she's looking at me like with her jaw open and she said, I'll bet you never ever thought that conversation would ever take place. Yeah, probably so. She witnessed the whole thing. Then subsequently wrote a book, addressed that interaction in New York in the book, reinforced the fact that he was wrong and apologized. And every time I see him now, I'll walk to the end of the room, shake hands, how you doing? Good to see you. Because I meant it.
Wasn't Vince, he just cussed at him? Does he say in the
I
beginning?
know.
there?
What is
Does he say
J.J.
anything?
Dillon a fucking man of the cloth? He can't be cursed at?
While he was talking shit loud enough so the whole floor could hear.
And, this is, faint praise, but it shows you the
Yeah.
talent. A Sean Oliver would have fucking gotten him going a little quicker. Hannibal just fucking sits there because he doesn't know shit, but... I read somewhere that you and Vince Russo don't like each other.
Yeah, Sean's also good at, he'll be like, so he'd be like, yeah, but you've sworn at guys before, and like, what, like, he'll kind of get it, bubbling a little bit with kind of he doesn't do devil's advocate. What does he do? He's kind
Do
of
you think I should have Kevin Owens' spot?
yeah, happy Colin. So yeah, then he does it. So he goes, I was psycho, I was crazy, I was nuts, I'd become one of them. And then he goes and tells the JJ at the convention that he apologized and says, this is another one, I'm sorry. And you know what? We were kind of doubting it, but at the same time we were saying how he's so passive aggressive and kind of wormy. So I'm sure there's one brief brush with complete anger and frustration and letting it all out. He then immediately felt repressed and guilty about that, and held on to it then for many years as well. You got to keep the bottle screwed on tight, Vince. You can't let anything out. You can't let them see who you are. You want to call it?
Yeah, we're done. I mean, we're not doing another chapter.
We're not doing Russo's Last Stand?
No. I don't
Okay.
think we are. I didn't even know this book went into 2002 TNA run. It's
Does it? Is
so
it
much
going
more
to?
expansive than I thought. We might have to watch some weekly pay-per-views.
This is just now Russo podcast, and we're never getting out. We'll be watching Impact and TNA.
The Impact streaming service, do they have like a free trial?
Yeah.
Oh, there's probably some like Black Friday deal going on, I bet. Be on the lookout.
Ring of Glory, we gotta watch that. This book was going to take us another 2 months.
Okay, this is a quick, funny TNA story that happened this week. I was suggested some podcast on YouTube. Who was it? Steve Vai picking his 5 favorite albums, but it was like a podcast episode, and I click on it, and it's hosted by Eric Young. I'm like, oh, that's funny. So he's got a bunch of episodes, and he just asked the people what records they picked out. So I'm describing this to my wife, this coincidence. I thought it was a story.
Yeah.
And then somehow, unrelated, later in the night, we're watching a Mickey James live performance of her hardcore country song, as that came up in conversation, where Eric Young is dressed as a cowboy in like his underwear. And I'm like, that is the man who hosts the the record podcast. And she just said, oh. And it was one of those wrestling things where you can't explain it to outsiders.
You can try. It's going to be embarrassing. Like, okay. It's all right.
Well, just remember Thanksgiving's coming up, so you could explain the whole bloodline storyline to all your relatives and friends.
I have a lapsed fan friend who was asking me what's wrestling like now? And I'm like, oh boy, how do I even? I'm like, the Samoans are real big.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all I said.
We'll leave it at that.
Always.
I said
didn't
we're in
say-
a boom.
Yeah, you didn't tell me that we're in a boom? Brother, you got to get on. It's a boom.
Saturday night's main event's coming back.
Your
Yeah.
kid's not talking about it? I mean, I'm told it's very popular.
Excuse me. You don't understand Roman Reigns? Please acknowledge me.
You haven't been seeing, the yeeting?
You go up and down the street and you see Bloodline shirts everywhere.
I can't tell you the last time I've seen a wrestling T-shirt in public.
I know. Okay, I know later. I
yeah,
know you're
yeah.
going to agree and go, yes, I don't think it's you don't think it's a boom, right? Because they will point to the money.
I saw an AEW shirt, but I was in a toy store, like a used toy store.
Oh, you weren't in jail? Because that's where that person should be? Was it Tony Khan wearing it? Was it a street team member? Because that's what they need. That's what I hear. They need
This
to
is
Yeah,
where a
it's
street team member should be.
Oh, I had a thought. It's gone out of my mind.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
Wrestling.
Oh no! Oh no!
Where'd we get there? From Eric Young to
Wrestling
wrestling
in
being embarrassed.
2024.
Yeah, the bloodline, explaining it.
Oh yes. Trying to yes. You didn't go. Well, there's like a WCW, it's AEW, and then they're like the challenger brand. And,
Well, remember when CM Punk was with Paul Heyman?
I mean, yeah, how last is this guy? He knows CM Punk.
Does he know the business?
Like, what are you talking
Remember
about?
the guy from the Dangerous Alliance?
Rick
Yeah.
Rude's manager?
Yeah, how's wrestling? How it's wrestling, but we start in the year 1992.
Is Sting still around?
Well, actually, when it
There's
goes
a
on
thing called
Max,
AEW.
oh no, there's gonna be all these posts about I just saw this on Max. Those posts will go, I'm just getting into it. What do you recommend me I watch
Oh,
AEW
no.
on Max? You're gonna see people being like, watch the Jungle Boy. These events to watch the Jungle Boy arc.
Oh, they'll pick fucking Will Ospreay versus Kenny, whenever they've wrestled. They'll scare him
Tony-
away like they did to Kat Dennings, or who was it they scared away famously? Some
don't
female actress. It was like, I kind of like wrestling, and all the weirdos got in the replies, and she never tweeted about it again.
God.
Quite an event.
I can't. I can't. Vince Russo's. He's the worst though, right? Because he wants to tweet stuff. He won't. He's not gonna tweet about politics. He's not gonna tweet about what he really feels about certain topics.
I don't think he has opinions about most of those things.
You don't think he has? I guess I've never heard.
Absorbed in fantasy
They're
baseball.
all crooks, bro. They got you the hand in your pockets.
No, don't you think he's a guy that's like, oh, if he's so broke, why does he look so rich?
Who?
Like, wouldn't he just be like, oh, so he's not a success? Well, then explain why he's the president. How about that?
Oh, I thought you
The
were.
results are in
That's
the
always
pudding.
my dad's argument against Bernie Sanders.
What?
He has a vacation house.
Vacation house. He's got a lake house.
I'm like, wow, an $800,000.
Wow, what a piece of shit.
What part of his agenda does not allow you to own a vacation home at the wage you live in?
The man needs some solitude. He's out there doing the fight alone, and
reading Das Kapital on the.
let him just have a goddamn lake house.
In Burlington.
That's so. Well, it's also like because you do hear that. It's like, well, then how did he afford it? And it's like, I don't know. He wrote a book. What do you want from me? And I don't know. He's using donor money. He bought the house with donor money. And then it's like, yeah, what are we talking about? That he's working? He's working everybody? Why? What a weird thing to do. An old Jewish senator to be like, I've got the perfect work.
60. I'm gonna march in Selma. And 50 years later, I'm gonna have that fucking lake house,
dude. Yeah. Yes. I'm gonna prostate myself to the Democratic Party just to piss off a few people. Oh my god.
All right, we're done.
Is it a nice lake house?
I would assume so.
I don't remember. Now I want to know about it. Let me look.
It's probably modest. It's probably fine.
Oh my god, he bought the O.J. Simpson house.
North Hero, Vermont. Let me see. Oh, it's on Lake Champlain. That's what I was gonna say. I knew that's where it would be.
Mm-hmm.
So,
the
yeah.
Champagne of lakes.
Champlain, but yes. That's the lake that Burlington's on. It's, it's okay.
Rank the lakes. Rank the lakes.
I wasn't crazy about Burlington when I went there. I was expecting to be, and it kind of sucked.
Well,
I feel like Kent is a cooler town than Burlington, Vermont. You can fight me about it.
Wow. I have to get some people on. I'm still not going to let it end, as I'm still looking at the interview with the No Place Like LongIsland.com. What's your favorite restaurant in Long Island? Hands freaking down, White Castle.
Oh, God.
Jesus.
These uncultured swine.
And they asked him about his favorite concert. It's Kiss. He also saw Elton John's Goodbye Yellow Road tour. That was sick.
What a mark. I mean...
And he got to see all the Wilson brothers perform together at the Nassau Coliseum.
Oh, there we go. You know who that is?
Yeah, the Wilson brothers.
You don't know who they are?
You got the Wilson brothers. Yeah, and me, my brother.
The Beach Boys.
Yes, Mike Love.
Okay.
Wilson. Mike Love Wilson.
I assume that's who he's talking about. I've never heard them referred to as the Wilson brothers. In fact, they're not brothers. Isn't one a cousin?
I didn't think they were brothers. That's why I'm
Some
playing it safe here. I didn't think they were brothers, but he says all the Wilson brothers. Maybe he means brothers, like friends.
Well, how could that be? Because one died in like 1979. Unless he saw them then.
Maybe they would send somebody up and go, and it's the long lost Wilson brother. And he was like, it's real. So White Castle, Kiss, in Madison Square Garden. And that's it. What do you wish more people knew about Long Island? It's the greatest city in the world.
What? That's not a city.
I know. He thinks it's a city.
What a fucking tool.
It's the greatest. It's the
no
city
New
that never
Yorker.
sleeps.
There's a reason Russo doesn't live in New York. He wouldn't
yeah.
fit in. They would hate him.
Oh, he's a rube walking down the streets.
He's talking.
Wow.
You know how much it costs to go downtown? They're
This
just
is-
rolling their eyes at him like,
He's nudging people holding a pizza slice. Now this is New York.
it's tomorrow.
I folded it.
All right. We've officially made that joke at least like 2 or 3 times now.
He's so stupid.
We gotta end the Russo book. You gotta take less notes.
I can't.
Just
Stop.
get through this.
Every other line, he's like,
One thing a page.
"Oh, don't do that to me.
Your
These
best
chapters are so
stuff.
short."
It's gonna be like Thriller. The next week's show is gonna be as good as Thriller. It's only gonna be the hits. Your best joke from each page.
I don't even have. I mean, I just have lots of underlines because I got to remember what to say. Then I just keep stopping myself. I knew that was the last one. I knew that was the last. 9/11. You say that, but then
Bro,
there's
I
like
cried as I saw the towers fall.
the Dog Man Cometh. I've read ahead a little bit on that. Oh, great. He's got a character that pops up in this book, a colleague.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, the Dog Man worked at his seedy warehouse.
Roof, roof.
I'm telling you, he was a character. I almost took something out of it, but I didn't want to spoil it. When I was doing the fake ones, I wanted to pull a real one from it. And I was like, "Dog Man, bark at me." That's a quote.
More to come.
Dog Man. Oh wait, he says that. Dog Man, bark at me. That's what he says.
Why does he say it like that?
I don't know. What does the Dog Man sound like?
Dog man, do the bark.
He does.
All right.
This is a beware of dog sign.
Cusses quit and protest.
I need to go. I'm sorry.